And we are live. Welcome back to Rated R Riffs, the internet show where we have no filter. I am here with Cham and Mako, and we are going to watch Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, or Star Wars Month.
Well, I am looking forward to the screaming, the edginess, and being turned on.
The I hate yous, the relentless I hate yous from Anakin that sound like he's barely choking them out. By the way, notice our profile pictures. It's a before and after. Anakin with hair and skin versus Anakin with.
I love how we all chose the fucking
scene.
No, yeah, the exact scene.
Yeah, no, it is all the same scene. Actually, that's funny. Jesus fucking Christ. Yep, ready the burn ointment. You are correct, Nathan Cole. God, you're gonna need a lot of burn ointment for Anakin. You're just gonna need to submerge him in a tank of it.
Live. Okay.
Yeah, back to fluid.
Yeah, I said we were going live, and I did an introduction.
He stepped away.
Yeah, I stepped away to pull out the pork out of the oven.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Sorry, I didn't know you stepped away. I'm like, I was gonna say, like, am I the only one baked here?
Trust me, I wish.
So, does everybody have the movie?
Yeah.
I do.
I have it on Blu-ray.
Every time I'm trying to open it, it's freaking not letting me start the movie. So I'm gonna have to try out a couple other servers on this.
I did. Server 1 worked for me for whatever reason. I usually have good luck with the open load one.
Okay, I'm good.
Server 1.
Yeah, we're good. Limbs everywhere.
This movie does have like a gratuitous amount of just like amputations.
So one of the things I love is I was just kind of browsing some of the sites I usually visit for just shit posts, and one of them had a detailed list of who took off whose arms and legs. And so like it had like Anakin's claimed Mace Windu's both of his hands. Dooku claimed his Anakin's
both of his hands and his head.
Yeah, pretty much. And then you had like Luke, all the hands he's claimed, both in the main story as well as the extended universe, all the hands he's chopped off, and it's just like, Jesus, okay then.
Yep, there you go. So many limbs.
Yep. Also the fucking arm from the episode 4.
No, but he's talking like the whole expanded universe too. I'm thinking like, how many arms did Luke Skywalker take off in the fucking comic book?
Like
20. Oh, I thought you were talking about Obi-Wan.
Oh well, no. Obi-Wan too in comic books and stuff from like prequel era and Clone War era. It's like, do droids count?
Unfortunately, no.
No.
Oh God, he would have a ridiculous record if that counted.
Like, that's the thing that I always find hilarious is when it comes to the Star Wars universe, the quintessential way to end a battle is, hey, I'm either taking off a limb or I'm decapitating you. It is there is
shooting in the head.
Yeah, but there is never a thing of, hey, I've destroyed your equipment. They solidified that in the first movie where it's like, hey, Maul has his freaking lightsaber sliced in half. Cool, his one end still works for that fight. And it's like, oh, okay, so just completely disarming you of your weapon doesn't count. I'll just physically disarm you.
Well, see, that's the other thing, though, is like they could have gone a different way with that if they wanted to, and they could have said, like, all right, he picks up, like, Qui-Gon's lightsaber, because obviously he wasn't going to be using it at that point.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's like you have that option, but then they use it at the end when Obi-Wan uses it to slice him in half and shit. But they left the option open. They just weren't smart enough to write that into the script, or at least Lucas wasn't.
I still feel like just Darth Maul just too mad to die.
Yeah, pretty much. All right, so you ready to go?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. 3, 2, 1, and play.
All right. Have you ever seen the that one video of the someone play the clips from episode 3 while Obi-Wan in episode 4 was talking about the Clone Wars?
Yeah, where it cuts back and
forth.
It's
like cuts back. It's just so good.
Oh yeah, it's like a non-flashback.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like it was so good.
I thought they made that as a joke.
I'm gonna be honest.
no.
Or are we thinking of different videos? Because I've seen one that's a parody one of that, I guess.
No, there's an actual legit one where like he's having flashbacks of like them in the Clone Wars, like when he's talking with Luke about, oh, I fought in the war and I fought alongside your father, and it showed like moments where they were fighting with each other, and then
it should show Anakin's charred corpse.
It did. It shows Obi-Wan on the mountain when he's telling me his brother, and that's when he's having the flashback.
You're my brother, Anakin.
Yeah, of Darth Vader killing your father, and then freaking it shows him that portion where he's burning. It's like, oh, Jesus Christ.
All I can think of is like Anakin Skywalker wearing the helmet from Full Metal Jacket.
Like, that's the one thing that I always kind of do like about the internet is there's certain people that are fans that have the editing equipment, and they do some of the most phenomenal stuff. Like, as much as I like.
Oh yeah, have you ever seen the remake of Scene 38 from A New Hope that came out? That thing was great. Because the other thing is, a lot of guys that are either wannabe or are visual effects guys do just random things for fun on YouTube.
Yeah, so like the thing that I kind of like is even though I'm not a super huge fan of Marvel in general, just because of how bloated the market is now, thanks to them, there's a video I saw today that had like a lot of really good edits where they were like going from movie to movie to movie and doing a lot of good stuff. And it's like,
oh, I think I saw that, the MCU in 2 minutes.
Yeah, and it's just like it's really nice, but at the same time, it's like, oh god.
I like the scene. I thought this. I love this beginning part.
The opening of this is good, although I wonder how the planes dodged the flying text.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
That's like a weather thing in Star Wars, I would imagine. It's just something that like nobody talks about.
This was easily the best out of the trilogy.
Yeah,
the
prequels,
out of the
prequels, this is the best. But I mean, honestly, it's because not only do we see the political portion of it, we get a good chunk of lightsaber battles, and we also get the turning of Anakin into Darth Vader. And honestly, to have all three of those in one movie is what makes this as good as it is.
Well, that's what boosted this movie at the box office, too, is basically the lead up to this. Because, I mean, Attack of the Clones had done less than... And also the IMAX release of this, too. But Attack of the Clones, which did not release in IMAX, did less than Phantom Menace. So it was usually, like the original trilogy, they were kind of expecting this one to do less. But because of the hype and because of the IMAX money, they did more. Yep. I love how they have to have the expendable droid in here too that gets his head chewed off.
Yeah.
Why? You see, this is the other thing I don't get. Is like Obi-Wan in the prequels is a very capable pilot. Why does everybody have to drive him in Episode 4? I think about it. Luke just drives him around in the speeder, and then he flies on the Falcon for a little while, and that's basically it.
I mean, part of it, to me, is I can understand some of 2's, because it's, hey, Anakin's his Padawan, as well as he's been shown to be an exceptional pilot, so you might as well let the kid freaking fly.
That makes sense.
The other thing is, when it comes to 4, I mean, he is kind of decrepit and he is on Han Solo's ship, so you paid him to transport you, and you might as well relax, I guess?
Yeah, I know, I'm just saying, like, there had to have been opportunities at some point where he could have just nabbed a ship. Like, obviously, whatever he was doing was more important than stealing some junker ship in Mos Eisley. He was probably just going to sell it for drinking money the next day.
Yeah.
You're going to give me your ship. I'm going to give you my ship. Give me the keys. Here are the keys.
No kidding.
Oh, dear God. The inevitable missile chase scene in a flying sequence.
No kidding.
Every fucking time.
Well, it's like, one of the other things I always find kind of hilarious about the Skywalker saga as a whole is the fact that R2 pretty much survives from start to finish on all of it, and he is not only the most sassy motherfucker alive, he is the most lucky droid alive. There are so many times in this series that
this is true.
gotten clapped.
But the first time you see him in episode 1, like a bunch of droids are just getting blown off the
He's the last one.
If he was the first droid out of that gate, he would have been dead.
Exactly.
That was like
he knew to let the cannon fodder go in front of him. Buzz droids. God damn it.
The top off.
Yep.
That fucking moving from the from R4 is just so sad.
Yeah, no, that's just like you murdered somebody's friend. Oh dear God, this is so stupid. Like he's just gonna blow them up. That's how that should work.
It's like, all right then.
I mean, he does blow the wing off the ship, so I guess it kind of counts.
Just to point out, unless that's like some kind of futuristic, really reinforced glass, his wing should have went through that cockpit.
Yeah, probably. It's an aesthetic thing.
It's an aesthetic, but by that same standard, I'm just like, it's got to be a little bit of a nitpicky.
Oh yeah, no. Nothing in this series is functional.
Oh hell no.
Like, or would be functional in reality.
I love how Obi-Wan
What's your
tells that to
timestamp?
R2. 7:04.
You don't need to. What is it?
7:04. Wow.
Okay.
7:09 now.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Don't worry about it.
Well, have you noticed the shield just showed up?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I miss old school.
Yes, Mom.
I miss old school Battlefront too.
I do too. Like
you can just fly through the fucking enemy ship and destroy from the inside,
and get out, and start just destroying everything. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly speaking, the one thing I actually miss more than anything when it comes to like just a video game Star Wars game is Galactic Conquest. That was one of the most enjoyable things. It was a straight up, pretty much miniature war that you were participating in.
Yeah, I mean, you could get more fleets and stuff to go around and have more battles. You could have battles in space on every planet that they had maps on.
Fucking Kashyyyk.
Oh.
I want that scene, but I want that scene with none of the CGI. Just watching these two guys goof off with aluminum rods on a green screen
with nothing there.
I just want to see the behind the scenes footage because this immediately turns into a comedy.
Yeah,
movies need to start doing that.
Well, so does 90% of the entire prequels, because a lot of when they were on the ship in 2, and they're arguing whether to go help Obi-Wan on Geonosis. The entire scene is inside a prop, but it's all green screen on the outside, and there's so many outtakes of them just like taking the piss out of it.
It's green outside.
Why did they call it destroyers when they were called droidicas?
They were called destroyers in the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Obi-Wan calls them destroyers, and actually an identical scene.
Oh, they're droidicas.
Well, it's droidicas depending on what faction you're with.
Fucking super battle droids.
There's also trooper slang like clankers and stuff like that as the general.
God, they have plot armor.
Uh-oh. Apparently Vash is coming in.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. All right, pause.
Whenever you decide to hop in.
Yeah, hang on. I just gotta go back to the StreamYard stream. It should be Vash. If you're in here and you're listening and you're trying to come in, the invite should be in the Riffs. There we go.
The PTSD video is telling you about something there as well. If you wanted to watch that.
Hello there.
Oh, you.
Hello there. That is like one of the dumbest scenes in this whole fucking movie.
General
if they all just open fire at that moment, he's dead.
Didn't
Grievous needs him alive so he can steal his lightsaber.
Didn't Ewan McGregor forget his fucking line and all he could think was "hello there"?
Probably, yeah, but I mean, it's better than what Lucas wrote.
What time are you guys at?
9:36.
36 seconds.
Yep.
What was that? You're both talking.
36.
All right. Jesus.
Who burped in the mic?
No, it sounds like someone
you
slurped
bastard.
the fucking bottom of a milkshake, whatever, or like bottle or whatever.
Or
I
that was
can't-
good oral sex.
That was a burp.
Maybe. Yeah, it sounds like the fucking vacuum from Teletubbies.
Ooh.
Fucking
The one they all
tummy
had-
bastard.
The one they all had sex with?
Yes, the
There
one
you
they
go.
got free blowjobs from.
All right, you guys ready?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, 3, 2, 1. All right, you all continue. I'm going to cut out the pork real quick.
Yep. Oh, R2D2. This is the scene where we finally get R2D2 at his prime, killing battle droids.
Oh, look at that. There's fucking droids. Here's the fire.
I love how this is just like Star Wars has just turned at this point into slapstick comedy, where like he cuts a hole in the ceiling without his counterpart knowing about it.
Yeah.
Like you should have known he was doing something with the lightsaber.
Right.
God damn it! He can only stick his dick in so many things. Yeah, it's kind of odd. This is a little bit. This is definitely mirroring the trash compactor sequence from 4.
Yeah. Oop. Shit.
You'd think R2D2 would know better at this point to have like at that point in 4 to like have experience with fucking around on like military ships.
Yeah. Like, hey, I'm gonna do this slowly this time.
It's just because he wants to screw with you. You were like 5 seconds away. You were probably like a half second away from getting your head chopped off.
Pretty much. Like, I know that Obi-Wan's entire stance is based on defensive counters and shit, but he's not afraid to swing.
Lightsabers still cut through anything. It doesn't matter what your damn stance is.
Like, he's in a confined space. He's like,
It's like-
here's
But here's
swing.
the other thing, though. Think of how many lives he would have inadvertently saved. I've said that in every stream we've done in this series up to this point. That if Anakin Skywalker had died at any point during this series, how many lives would have been saved?
Well, it's like, I still find it funny. There's people that always try to argue that, oh, even if Anakin would have died, the Chancellor still would have gained power. Not necessarily, because the entirety of it hinged on.
He would have just had to wait a lot longer. Like,
Well, no, he probably wouldn't
cloning.
even he probably wouldn't even have had the chance at that, because the only reason that he got power in the first place was because everyone gave emergency powers. So,
I'm just saying. I feel like the guy would have come back around again because he did clone himself like 10 million times
Oh God.
because there was a reason for that, I guess.
I love how just in one movie they completely 180 and was like, hey, yeah, by the way, we got our asses kicked by Dooku last time. We had to have freaking our green toad master step in, but we're good to beat him now.
You see, for whatever reason, when I look at Obi-Wan and Anakin, it's like I'm looking at somebody who shops at Bed Bath & Beyond versus somebody who shops at Spencer's.
My powers have doubled since the last time we met. Count. Wait, what? Like a week ago?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
Yeah, they never did they ever really clarify at this point, like how many
yeah,
years
'cause
has passed since episode 2?
well, then
so
again,
pretty much-
it's
well,
like,
no, the aspect of this is supposed to be taking point during the tail end of the Clone Wars. If I remember correctly, the tail end of the Clone Wars was about, I want to say, 4 years.
I'm saying like
duration?
in movie,
I mean-
like do they ever give a time frame?
No.
then again, this is before the Clone War, the CGI Clone Wars show. So,
Technically, it's after.
well,
Well,
I
no,
mean,
no. He means
no,
like before
most-
it was made.
yeah, like
Oh.
yeah, because that made that line without seeing the Clone Wars, it makes it sound like he's saying, "Oh yeah, it's been 3 years already, and my powers have already doubled since then," or some shit like that. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
saying
no, I
in
get
movie
you.
context, it's just, hey, it's been like a week since I last fought you.
Yeah, basically. It's kind of like how everybody forgets that Friday the 13th Part 4 actually takes place like 2 days after Part 2.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like the parts 2, 3, and 4 take place in like the
In the
time
course
span
of
of
a
2
weekend.
days. Yeah.
It's like
I
a
mean-
weekend where Jason just went on a killing spree and took out like 30 campers.
Yeah, Saturday
Yeah.
the 14th and Sunday the 15th, the final chapter.
That is a marathon we have to do sometime, is the 10 original Friday the 13th movies.
Can we skip Jason Goes to Hell? I nearly fell asleep through that movie.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of want to, but it's part of the series. You got to go through it to get to Jason in space.
Dude, I missed Christmas
Alright.
movie.
I know, I do too.
He's a
As-
he's a
as
badass.
decapitated.
He's a badass fucking World War II soldier. He was fucking Lord Saruman, and he
Yep.
played Count Dooku.
Yep.
And he played fucking
He was
Dracula.
Dracula. Yeah, he
Yep.
was the Hammer Dracula. That's like one of the things he's most known for. The it's unfortunate that George Lucas likes to take aging actors and make them do funny, goofy things.
And he
I have a
played
funny feeling it's
Metal.
just his middle finger to actors, to older actors. Huh?
And he also played
happened?
metal music.
Yeah. Leave Obi-Wan Kenobi. Leave him.
I love how, like, I don't know, the prequel memes have enhanced these movies for me, especially when people, just take like every fucking frame of like the characters' faces and just make them
Pretty
into
much.
memes.
Like they've literally
I mean,
made memes out of almost
it's
every
really hard to
single
make a
scene.
meme out of that. I mean, the guns we just saw are literally shitting out shells.
Yeah.
I suppose it's
It just
not
looks
that hard.
It just looks like a machine that poops.
It's just artillery shells.
It's like, is that like, if the gun was sentient, would that just be like the best feeling ever? It just like automatically takes a dump every like 5 seconds. There go all the droids. How did like half a Coruscant not get destroyed from just debris from this battle?
I know,
If I
right?
remember correctly, it's shields of some kind. Like they have planetary shields.
Well, apparently it can't stop an entire ship because Anakin made it through.
Yeah, they kind of just ramrodded the damn thing into the freaking ground.
It's just me. It's just me, like, with Battlefront, the new Battlefront 2, when you play as Anakin and Obi-Wan, when you play them in their Clone Wars outfits, since they still have, the faces of Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen, don't they look a little weird in their Clone Wars outfits?
To be
Well,
fair,
it's been a while since I played Clone Wars. Not Clone Wars. Battlefront 2.
So the only issue that I have with Battlefront 2 in general is when it came to the modeling they did for the characters, it's very off compared to what we're used to seeing.
The Chancellor is holding on for dear life.
Hey, just elevator, crash him.
Is this where Chancellor Palpatine developed his fear of shafts?
Yeah, pretty much.
Probably.
They're lucky that door was open.
Yeah, splat.
Fucking plot armor.
It'd be like that movie we watched, The Lift.
Oh,
I've never seen it.
It is only like 5 minutes of it that's any good, but the 5 minutes is actually pretty entertaining.
all right, I showed the images in the...
Oh, hey, look, it's to Mary Sue.
No, you're not. I say patience.
I mean, do you see what I mean when they look kind of weird in their Clone Wars outfits when it has the faces of Hayden Christensen and Ewan McGregor?
Well, they really
Yeah.
don't. Like, The one for Ewan McGregor does, but the one for Hayden Christensen really looks nothing like him, in my opinion.
His shoulders look too slim.
It's not just that; it's just his face in general. It looks so claymation-like, whereas the Obi-Wan one at least looks normal.
Yeah.
Dear God, why did they change Grievous's voice actor from the Clone Wars, the animated show, to this? Because the voice actor he had in that was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this guy...
Well, this came out before Clone Wars.
No, we're talking about the micro series.
No, not the 3D show. Yeah, the micro series.
Mm.
Look...
At least Hayden Christensen learned how to somewhat act in between movies.
I mean, he's better here than he was in episode 2, but even then, it's not saying much.
No, it's not. But I mean, he is actually considerably better in this when they give him actually something to do.
Yeah, and he does do pretty good job with acting with his face.
Mm.
Especially when after he turns to the dark side and when he glares into the camera.
Well, I think the yellow eyes do half of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Master Skywalker, there's too many of them. What do we do?
You know what the fucked up part is
Saber.
about that scene? That's George Lucas's son.
No, the other one was his son.
No. I thought the one that they shoot later on, that the clones shoot when Organa's trying to escape.
Yeah.
That is his son, but I thought that was also his son.
Yeah, when the kid tries to save Bail Organa, that was George Lucas's son. Which it's funny. It's like, hey, son, you want to be in my new Star Wars movie? Yeah. Do you want to die?
Yeah, it's kind of creepy. Kind of creepy when you kill your own children in your movies. That might mean then child services should probably get involved.
Yeah.
That's the other thing I don't get is, like, General Grievous has lungs. His body should be exploding right now. He's in space.
Well,
and what I hate... Oh, what was that?
I was going to say, technically, the way his suit's designed is he has a self-breathing system. That's why he has the cough and the respirator. Is because it's a self.
Yeah, but the problem is that the parts of his body are still exposed, though. Like his eyes, those should be popping out of his fucking head.
Yeah, as far as the unless they're somehow in really, really high orbit, but that's just. I
don't know. What I kind of hate is how, with when Disney bought the rights, they made the micro series non-canon. But when that series came out, they did make this one scene where Mace Windu crushes Grievous's chest plate, and that explains why he got the cough, and it explains how Palpatine got kidnapped in the first place.
Yeah, I assume Disney just retconned it.
Like they retconned everything.
Yep.
Oh, you fucking prick.
What did he send you?
No, he didn't say anything. It's his picture.
Full stop. Full stop. We lost the tail end.
We lost my ass.
Half a ship. Flying half a ship.
Yeah, I'm keeping that picture off.
Straight up, that back half should pretty much destroy anything it lands on, though.
Yeah.
No, fuck yeah, dude. That's like an entire fucking city gone.
Yeah. Because these aren't tiny ships. These are big.
This above Coruscant, right?
Yeah, this is above Coruscant.
Oh yeah, people are dead.
It's kind of like one of those things. Like, you ever see that meme with it's the black guy?
Oh, hey, look, that's the Challenger.
Like, God, no, you're thinking of the Discovery. That's the one that blew up on re-entry. Challenger blew up, but it took off.
Either way, they died.
This is true. But this is Star Wars. We can't have that.
I mean, they killed kids.
Yeah.
They didn't have anything.
Well, no, the Jedi kidnap children. They don't kill children. Only Anakin did that. And probably Palpatine, because he wanted to feed on something.
He's like fucking, fuck. Who's the weird dude from Naruto that likes to stay young?
Orochimaru?
Orochimaru.
Oh God!
He feasts on the kids.
Oh,
You're
geez.
just-
I
you're
think I
reminding
remember
me-
that.
You're reminding me of that stupid ass animation.
I love that. It's like, well,
I hate
I
it.
have a snake that wants to wear my skin.
Okay.
He's like just fucking.
We're not going Buffalo Bill on this stream.
I hate it so much.
Is it just me, or does that kid have like? Does that kid look like?
I love my best
What are you
friend.
saying, Beth?
Does that kid look like he has the fucking mumps? Like his
Yes,
jaw look.
he does.
Yeah.
Everyone has always been making fun of his face for.
He has like
for
a dislocated
years.
jaw.
Yeah. He has the worst underbite I've ever seen.
I think I found a better photo.
It's like, yeah, that's the reason why Anakin killed him. He didn't fucking like his underbite.
Please don't tell me you're gonna post a picture of Anakin killing younglings.
I don't know. Do those images exist?
No.
I don't know. Well, maybe
He
in
starts,
like fan
you have
form.
the one where he starts the lightsaber when they're all there, but I mean that's about the extent of that scene.
Oh my god!
I got it, I got
found
it.
one.
We didn't get to see him out. Yep, there it is.
There, I posted it.
I was gonna say we didn't. We
general.
never. We never
No, not
hit
general.
the-
Rated R riffs.
Oh god. Yep. Okay then. We officially need an animated version where he just lops them all into bits.
There's Jar Jar in his last film experience.
Yeah.
Here's the
No,
other
it
thing.
turns
Like,
into
I don't
Padme
understand how he
later.
necessarily, at least in terms of galactic society, I don't understand how he justifies murdering all the Jedi after they literally saved his life like a week earlier.
Are you talking about as Palpatine, or are you talking about as the Sith Lord?
And as like a public figure, as like a chancellor, it's like, they saved my life, these two awesome Jedi.
Well,
Kill all the Jedi.
Well, technically, the one that doesn't get killed is the one that saved his life. Everybody else, he brands a traitor for them trying to kill him in his office seat.
So
He's technically got a good right there.
So apparently the original opening was supposed to be like 40 minutes long, I guess. And this movie is supposed to be like 4 hours long. From what I've heard on the internet.
Every
Like,
single human being that went to see this and sat through those 4 hours would then immediately demand their money back because those 4 hours of life could have been spent doing something productive.
I know,
Is that better?
like you're sitting there watching Gone with the Wind or something.
Yeah, that's a different scenario. You got to prep yourself when you sit down and watch Gone with the Wind. It's one of those films like you can't. You have to take minimal bathroom breaks during that film.
Yeah. And what I don't get about the scene is how Padme is like, "Hey Annie, I'm pregnant," even though.
That line can be taken out of context so easily.
Well, no, yeah, but I just find it funny how he finally now finds out
Well,
that she's
I think
pregnant.
I think the idea is supposed to be that he's been away at war for a long time, like months, and he
This
hasn't
is his
been
first
back.
time back.
Yeah, but in the last season of Clone Wars, they do show scenes of them talking over like holograms and stuff.
Well, I mean, that's kind of something you want to tell somebody in person, assuming they don't die a horrible death in a war.
Well, also assuming that he's not alone when they're doing the hologram talk.
Because like in the last season of Clone Wars, you could tell that Padme's belly was growing.
Is it sad that like the only thing I think of when you say that, like somebody else in there, just Obi-Wan in the corner snickering like, I know something you don't know.
Happiest moment of my life.
Well, it's like the
This is
thing
the
that kind of
best
drives
moment of
me
my
somewhat nuts about the prequels as a whole is
I don't know if it's just me, but you're really quiet.
Let me turn it up just a tiny.
You're a tiny, you're like one octave below the rest of us, I think.
All right, Tess.
Ah!
Oh, that
Uh-oh.
one's a bit loud. That's a bit loud.
Okay. Hold on. Test.
That's
That's
not bad on my end.
Okay, then if we're good, we're good.
Yeah.
Sorry, I might have actually bumped it.
Oh, hey, look, execute Order 66.
Yep.
But the thing that kind of somewhat drives me nuts about this series is we saw with the first and second one that the Jedi didn't really give a shit if you left the Order. Like, Dooku was just able to leave and they didn't really care.
Well, I think that's also because Dooku had served the Order for a very long time, and he had gotten older, and he just decided to kind of go off, so they sort of let him. I don't know if they do that as much with like a Padawan.
No, I don't think. I don't think they do.
Well,
They'll at least keep tabs on you. They'll at least keep tabs on you.
My point is, he could have been like, okay, cool. Well, she's pregnant, and I don't like what the Jedi are doing anymore. I can just leave, and then freaking when she's done with her term, we can just get together again.
Well, the other thing is like the only repercussions they have anyway is just like you are banished from the Order because they're not like they're not supposed to be violent and murdering people. Even though they do that half the time anyway. But that's the worst they're going to do to you is kick you out anyway. So it's like, what's the problem?
Right.
Now you're a Jedi. You can just fool old farmers on Dantooine into giving you fucking money. Just go fleece the redneck population twice a month. You'll be fine.
I love how Epic Game Store made GTA 5 for free, and apparently it's crashing the Epic Store.
Oh.
Yeah, it is.
Which is absolutely fucking hilarious.
Steam wouldn't do that.
That is kind of funny that that's happening on a game that's been out for, what, like 4 years now?
Oh, no, it's been out since, for 7 years. 2013, yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Because it came out around the same time as Last of Us.
Dude, that game doesn't feel that old already.
Yeah.
Well, then again, I stopped playing it like a few years ago. It just got really fucking dull.
Why does he still seem like a serial killer?
I mean...
You like my body, Annie?
It's Anakin. He kind of is a serial killer.
Well, yeah, I guess so, because he murders children later on in the movie. But the thing is like, he actually has better chemistry with Natalie Portman in this movie, and it's somewhat believable that they might be a couple.
Yeah, but when you look at the logistics portion of it, she's like got 10 years on him pretty much, and it's like, okay then.
All right, he's robbing the cradle, so what? Also, here's the other thing that I'm kind of surprised at. I mean, it is Star Wars, but at the same time, I feel like modern-day regular medical technology can tell if you're having a twin or not at that point in pregnancy.
It's like, it's not, hey, I've scooped out one kid. Hey, she's having twins. It's like, really?
Yeah, that's what happened in, like, the 50s.
Oh, fuck, I got twins.
You know, I'm going to hate the day when I have to say that happened in the 50s, and I'm going to have to clarify it was the 1950s again, assuming I lived that long.
We're getting there, dude. 30 more years.
Oh, yeah, I'll be dead as fuck. All right, never mind. God.
Yeah, you old fuck.
Hey, Cham, you remember? You don't sound like you still sound like you haven't hit puberty yet. You're gonna be 30 in like 3 years.
It's better than being 30 in like 7 months. Actually, more than that.
Are they seriously making Greta Thunberg a fucking expert coronavirus? What?
Oh my! Please tell me that's an Onion article or something.
No, that's a New York Post.
Wait, what?
God damn it! I need to drown this out with Star Wars.
I'm sorry. Do you want to repeat what you just said?
Greta Thunberg added to CNN's expert coronavirus panel.
Well, that's a joke in and of itself.
Thunberg?
Are they just gonna like prop her in the corner and have her scream into a GoPro for like 2 hours?
Until she turns 18. Until she turns 18 in a few months. Yes. Once she turns 18, they're just gonna boot her out like the freaking useless piece of toilet paper she is.
Probably.
You know, and it's funny to think that I'm gonna be 30 in like 9 years.
I remember back when I had that thought, and then I never thought about it again until I was like at least 3 years away. Well, I guess she's not wrong. The baby will change their lives, you know, by destroying one and ending another.
Yeah, for better or for worse.
It was worse. Just to clarify, it was worse.
Yeah.
Hubby becomes the galaxy's most violent burn victim, and Mom winds up getting choked out and dying. Because of a broken heart.
You're going down a path I can't follow.
That was so bullshit. She died
It's
of
like-
a broken heart.
Well, I'd like to
what
believe
would've
she
been
died
bad?
during
Megan just
childbirth.
decapitates her.
Well, no, like there's separate
I'd-
theories, and it's never truly been confirmed which one's real.
I've heard the Palpatine theory. It's like that. We all know that's not what Lucas meant by that. He meant a legitimate broken heart because he has a sore spot for fucking fairy tales.
Yeah.
He's that much of a hopeless romantic.
Yeah, pretty much. If you ever watched the original trilogy, friggin'
yeah.
a loudmouth princess falls in love with a smuggler like that. That's not a relationship that lasts
And
normally.
kisses her brother. On the
Yeah,
lips.
and
Yeah,
we,
that's
we
true.
see
That's
how
just weird.
we see how long that relationship lasted in like 30 years in the Disney
Right, no
canon.
shit. Freaking Han Solo
We
goes back to
gotta
being
have her
a
as a-
smuggler.
Fair, it's
Yeah.
kind of logical when you look at his past. I mean, he did spend most of that relationship frozen in carbonite, at least that we saw on screen.
Fair.
Well, then again, in the original old expanded universe, he did develop as a character, and
Oh, yeah, no. In the actual good character developed universe, yeah, he actually developed into a character and had multiple children and changed into a different person. But in the current canon, he's a deadbeat dad who apparently doesn't give a shit until his son starts murdering people and they start getting pissed and coming to him.
He doesn't even give a shit then. It's only when he's freaking finally forced to go deal with it. Otherwise, his wife gets killed. And it's like, all right, fine, I'll go talk to the kid.
yeah, tries to talk his emo son into becoming good again and turning himself in.
So
and
you were
look how that ended.
disappointment. I never wanted you.
pain, Dad. Take me away from my pain. I'm so hurt.
I know it must be done, but I don't know if I have the strength to do it.
It's okay, son. I shot first, and then he just plugs him right there.
Now, I'd like to believe that
Poison
Kylo
the ass?
Ren-
What kind of fucking ancestral gay shit are you talking about?
I like
Like shoots him with a blaster.
I like to believe
Oh,
that
Kylo Ren! Use your throbbing lightsaber.
And if he's supposed to be a
Son.
Sith Lord by then, why the fuck did he go with Kylo Ren? Why not Darth Kylo or some shit, or Darth Ren?
Because
He's
he's
not
not doing the
technically-
power of two.
Yeah, well, technically he is at that point because there's only 2 Sith that we know of.
Well, he's also training the Knights of Ren as well as...
Yeah, but those are Force users. The Empire had those too with Inquisitors.
Yeah,
Inquisitors
but
are
again,
fucking stupid.
until the point of the Empire hitting, like when he actually meets the whole Empire. Before that, it's literally just him and Maul, and then it's him and Dooku when Maul gets killed.
Right, but they still have a portion of an Empire by the time Force Awakens comes around because they still have the First Order, even though it's a lot smaller, so it's supposed to be anyway. So I still could understand maybe having a small group of Force users because they had 20, 30 Inquisitors back when the Clone Wars, in between the Clone Wars and the Galactic Civil War.
Did the Inquisitors exist in the old expanded universe?
Technically, yes.
I don't remember.
Well,
Or is
so-
it just a Disney thing?
So, in terms of the Coruscant Temple, which has been standing for hundreds of years by this point, they've had pretty much what's the equivalent of guards that are Force trained, but they don't participate in the Jedi trials.
Is it kind of like the monk from Rogue One?
Yes. So they're Force
Monk
users.
Rogue
They
One.
have powers associated with it, but they haven't been trained to use them like full Jedi Masters.
And what?
Yeah.
Hold up a second.
Because
Do you
unfortunately,
need us to stop?
No. You're fine.
unfortunately, with Rebels, they technically expanded on this and they talked about it a little bit, but they didn't really go into the history of them that much. And granted, Rebels kind of sucks anyway, so.
Mm. Yeah, it's true. Holy underwear. I always like to think that those special chairs they sit in are self-massaging.
Yoda's sitting there. Ah, yes, that's nice.
Young
And all of a sudden,
Padawan, go bring me more quarters.
Order 66 happens. He no longer has the massage chair. That's why he rapidly ages.
God.
Lost my massage chair I have. Ketamine I am missing.
Flashlight.
Anakin is still a bitch in this movie, and it's so fucking hilarious.
It's just toned down a tiny bit compared to 2.
Yeah, it is. Like, well, the thing is, like, in 2, he wasn't powerful, really, to any extent, and then he was also a bitch. Now he's powerful, but he's still kind of a bitch.
Still kind of a bitch. He still whines a lot.
How dare they not make me a master and put me on the council? The fact you're on the council at your age is surprising.
Yeah, well, plus he hasn't passed the entire trial set.
Then again, at least there's the Clone Wars. At least the Clone Wars is there to at least explain why, like, better why he fucking turned against the Jedi. It's not just because, oh, you didn't grant me master, but you still let me take a seat. Fuck you.
Technically, it was a combination of things.
It's supposed to be because
being...
they forced Ahsoka out, and which really affected him, and he never liked how the Jedi did a lot of things either. So
yeah, so. The major 3 things that caused him pretty much to turn against the Jedi was, first and foremost, the issue with Padme being pregnant and Jedi not being allowed to take on wives and have an actual life. That was one of the major issues for him. Then you turned around and you had the second issue, which was not being made master, and then the third issue for him, which was watching how they were participating in the war. It didn't really agree with a lot of their methods, and that just all of that culminated in freaking Palpatine being able to go, "Hey, cool, I'm gonna just twist your ear a little bit."
The ultimate act of hypocrisy. I hate the fact of what you're doing in the war. I'm going to murder you all.
I'm gonna murder you all.
It's like one of those things. Like, Qui-Gon didn't agree with the council either, but he just kind of went off and said, "Fuck you, I'm doing my own thing."
He did, didn't he?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, they said, no, don't train this kid. It's a bad fucking idea. He went ahead and did it anyway, albeit the end results of that decision are not good.
Fucked up you have.
Fucked up you have. Started the decline you have.
Oh, God.
You're a massive fuck-up.
Too much vodka I had
Massive
last
fuck-up
night.
you are.
I still find it kind of funny that post the Rise of Skywalker, the theory of, hey, balance to the Force means, hey, if there's 1 million Jedi, 1 Sith will be just super freaking powerful. And it's like, okay, cool, that actually holds some merit now, because we've seen with this that because of Sidious having all this power, he's like, oh, I'm going to cloud the future vision for the Jedi.
Well, yeah, but there's not... But the difference is that they do give explanations on A, why Palpatine is that powerful besides that, and B, I thought the rule of 2 was originally made because Sith always competed against each other, and it was counterintuitive to have more than 2.
Did I say rule of 2 or balance?
You said rule of 2.
Rule of 2.
Okay, I'm retarded. Yeah, no, balance, my bad.
Oh, you're
There you go. Well, I get the idea of that too, but like, there's reasonings behind. I mean, even though you can say destiny and yada yada yada, there's reasonings behind why Palpatine is as powerful as he is, because his former master was Plagueis, and the Sith are like basically the apprentice is handpicked from the most powerful dark side users that the master can find.
Is it Plagueis or Plagueis?
Plagueis.
Plagueis. Because George Lucas liked the word plague, and he just added a suffix to it.
True.
You don't want to help him. You just want his money.
Imagine thinking Anakin has money.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, she is royalty and a senator.
Yeah. Well, like, the funny thing to me is, like, with 1, they even showed us that, hey, by the way, like, when he's trying to barter with credits and stuff, it's not Qui-Gon's personal credits, it's actually Republic credits that he was given for his tasks by the Jedi. So it's like the Jedi's got, like, the big pocketbooks, and there's like, hey, here's like 1,000 credits for you to go do this mission. Here's like 5,000 to go do yours.
I know they've made the comparison a million times, but basically the Jedi are the Catholic Church.
Pretty much.
Yeah. The Inquisition. What a show.
Okay,
And
that is History of the World Part 1 with Mel Brooks.
Yes.
And
Such a great movie.
And here's what pisses me off. Like, Disney could have easily picked and choose what they could still choose as canon instead of erasing most of them, except for the Clone Wars. But because they could have still kept the Plagueis novel canon.
You're talking about Disney. They're fucking.
Yeah, I know I'm talking about Disney, but I'm still fucking pissed about it.
It's okay. It's okay to be angry.
We just don't have any material to work for.
Bitch.
I still can't bitch about how fucking stupid they are, but whatever.
Let's watch the musical eels fly around in fucking water bubbles, because apparently that's a thing.
When did Final Fantasy X get involved in
this?
this
Is just like what Richie.
Oh yeah, that's right. It reminds me of Final Fantasy X. Where the fuck is Titus or Titus, however the fuck you pronounce his name, playing the underwater water ball.
Blitzball.
Blitzball.
Oh, Blitzball, yeah. Is it Titus or Titus?
It depends on who you talk to. I prefer Titus.
I prefer Titus because Titus sounds kind of gay.
It sounds like titties.
Tedious.
Yeah, a little bit too. As you kind of describes most of that game.
Why are you being so tedious, Titus? Okay, that was fucking terrible.
See, here's the thing: is this is what proves Anakin to kind of be a bad person. Is he's given off incredibly strong vibes that he is a Sith Lord. He's basically out and out stating it. You have a chance to stop this at any point in time, and you don't.
The funny part to me is, Anakin from the start of this movie is shown to be very weak-willed in the first place, because he disarms Dooku, takes his lightsaber, and he's the natural training should kick in of, okay, we're gonna capture you, we're gonna use you to barter back and freaking stop this war. Instead, it's do it. Yoink.
Well, then again, I could at least understand why he would have went through killing Dooku anyway, because he is responsible for his mom's death. So, so it would give him more reason to give in and kill.
Yeah,
him.
it was the freaking Tusken Raiders.
Oh, I thought Dooku had something to do with that or something, but
not that I remember.
If it is, it's never. I don't know if it may be in a comic book they explained it, or a novel or something.
Oh, a comic book. A comic book that's no longer considered canon. You mean?
Possibly. Either way, I don't remember them mentioning that in episode 2, but on the other hand, I don't remember much of episode 2 because I wasn't paying that much attention.
Oh no, I don't blame you. I fucking don't even remember what the hell that movie was even about, to be honest.
It was about sand. It's irritating. Remember?
It's coarse and it gets everywhere.
Yes.
Yep. That is the only thing you need to learn from that movie, because that is a euphemism for that fucking movie.
In Attack of the Clones,
force and it goes everywhere.
It's cancer. It grows, it spreads, and then it evolves.
And that title, Attack of the Clones, that's such a stupid fucking title, even for a Star Wars movie.
Well,
they did that just for the porno spoof. I swear to God. They did it just for the porno spoof.
Attack of the Bones.
Yep.
Because, the funny thing is, the clones really aren't involved in the movie until, the last eighth.
They're like a crutch. They're like the MacGuffin of the film for most of it, because it's really what Obi-Wan's plot line is about. His subplot is finding out what's happening, and then that's kind of the answer to the subplot as he finds the army. But it's that's literally all they are until the action set piece at the end. It's just setup work. That's all it is. The only interaction you really get with any of them is the stuff with Jango and Boba.
Well,
and a little line with Cody and Yoda.
The funny part to me is the fact that we went through pretty much the entire prequels timeline, and it's if they wanted to, the Federation, without Sidious being the one pulling the strings behind the scenes, if they actually wanted to take over, they could. They had this big droid army, and literally every single place is so scattered from each other and doesn't want to help out, and it's just okay. Then,
well, that's the other thing though, is we don't know before the Clone Wars happened, the Republic apparently does not have a standing army that we know of. It's just individual planet defenses.
Yeah. It's like NATO. you pretty much have everyone agreeing to do stuff, but the moment someone steps out of line, no one wants to fucking do anything.
I love the Kashyyyk scenes in this movie.
Yes.
Oh, so good.
I wish they had spent more time on Kashyyyk.
Honestly, I really wish we would have gotten more of like the scattered Jedi during the war, because like we see it in
Yeah.
Order 66 where it's like
Well, you see like Ki-Adi-Mundi on Megiddo. You see not Shakti. Ava Sakura on Fallujah?
Yeah, Fallujah. So
Fallujah's a fucking city in Iraq.
No. That's the same thing I was thinking. But is it the same name? Or is it just spelled differently?
It's spelled differently, but it's pronounced the same way, I think. But like my thing is, I would have really liked to have at least seen like a solid 10 minutes or so of just going to planet to watch them do the fight from the individual's perspective.
a little bit more of a tease before the Jedi get murked.
Yeah,
and what I find funny. Sorry.
Go
I was just gonna say, go.
No, you can go.
Okay, just real quick. Because the thing that kind of takes Order 66 out of it is without having knowledge of like comics or the animated shows and stuff, you really don't know a whole lot of these characters. And just to be like, oh, cool, you're just watching a million Jedi deaths, like it's really not as impactful as if you know about it.
Yeah.
Anyways, what I was gonna say too is that fuck, I just forgot what I was gonna say.
That's why I was gonna tell you to go first. I knew what I wanted to say. If it hits you.
Oh, what I was going to say, because originally there was George Lucas added a scene where there was supposed to be a young Han Solo in living on Kashyyyk, which thankfully, thank God they scrapped that idea.
To be fair, it might have saved us Solo a Star Wars story.
And I was gonna keep talking, but then I heard one of the Wookiees do a stupid Tarzan song. He did that too in fucking Chewie did that in Return of the Jedi.
Yeah. Your communication system is so fucking stupid.
Yeah, it's a bunch of fucking.
It's just grunting unless you like fart to communicate or something.
And I'm talking like, and I'm saying like, I'm glad that he didn't add that scene too, is because at the time it would have conflicted with the Han Solo novels that came out explaining to him Han Solo's and Chewbacca's backstory.
Yeah. The other thing that I thought was kind of weird is like, I don't know if you remember this from the Micro series, and I always thought this was Han Solo, but I wasn't sure. In the Micro series, when they have the scene on Dantooine where Mace Windu's fucking up all the droids and shit, with the big like piston that fires down from the sky, I always thought that kid was Han Solo.
I don't think I remember that scene.
He's at the very beginning and the very end of it, because at the very end of it, Mace Windu flies up and like takes some water from him. It's supposed to be like that Mean Joe Green commercial, like, hey, you want some of my Coke, that type of thing. And then he gives the water back and jumps back right into the battle. Because he's a badass motherfucker and he's Mace Windu. Oh god, if this could be practical effects.
I still remember when in the Clone Wars TV show, when people still want to say, "Oh, well, the old expanded universe was fan fiction; it never really counted as the canon." Then how do you explain Delta Squad from Republic Commando appearing in fucking Clone Wars?
What, do they?
Yeah, they do.
Yes.
I never finished Clone Wars.
Is that the Gregor episode?
I think so. Yeah.
I fucking love Republic Commando.
Yeah, I bought that off of the Xbox store when they put it on.
Oh, yeah, same here. I even got it off of Steam.
Yeah, I got it on Steam as well.
All right, I posted their appearance in Clone Wars in the
God, they need an HD remake of that game.
They need canon.
They need to make a fucking sequel. Was it Sev that you leave on fucking Kashyyyk?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
There's one Delta. Delta that you leave.
I think it is Sev that you leave there at the end.
Because, like, with the Clone Wars, they tried adding some of the stuff in the show that was from the expanded universe.
Yeah.
Even George Lucas did it with the prequels. He referenced some of the expanded universe because I know Elia Sakura, she originally originated from the expanded universe, and George Lucas liked her so much that he put her in the second movie and the third movie just to be killed off.
Yeah. And I think isn't that her only scene in this movie is getting murdered?
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's better than Shock T because she had like 6 different murders.
Yeah, I know.
Well, it
What
depends
the fuck
on
is
what
her
you
canon death.
Well, Shakti, I don't know who I heard it from. Apparently, her clones respect her so much that they want her to have a quick, painless death.
Well, I guess they had
What's-
4. They had 4 different death scenes, I think, for her, and one of them is canon.
There's
The
4 that I know of right now.
Yeah.
There's an
In the
assassin
Disney-
there's an assassin that kills her post Clone Wars. There's another one where Vader kills her in a one-on-one duel, but that one's not canon. There's the other one in Force Unleashed where she's killed by Starkiller, but that's again not canon. And then the last one that I
In
know
my
about.
heart, it's canon.
Say again.
Ew.
I said, in my heart, it's canon.
Honestly
Yes, it is.
speaking, though, that game not being canon is retarded now that Rey's a fucking thing.
I know.
Yeah.
Dude, the scene where fucking Starkiller pulls a fucking Star Destroyer from space.
I love that.
Oh, that scene was
Even-
so badass.
And people want to say, "Oh, well, Starkiller is a Mary Sue because of that scene." It clearly showed that he struggled trying to stop that
Like, it
thing. He
took
almost
him,
got
like,
fucking ran
12
over by
It
it.
took him like 12 attempts to freaking bring the whole thing
Yeah.
down throughout the entire event.
If it was Rey, she would have stopped it like the first try.
No, what she would have done is she would have freaking tried to pull it down, said fuck that, and she would have just blew it up with lightning. Because
Yeah.
the Sith
Oh,
powers.
yeah, true.
Because Force lightning is genetic.
Yeah, it's not something you have to learn like every other power in the freaking universe.
Yeah, if that were the case, then why the fuck weren't Luke and Leia force
Force
choking
choking.
people?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Technically, Luke
Oh, they
did.
start force choking each other.
The
Well,
Gamorrean
did
guards
he-
in Episode 6.
I was gonna say he did it to the guards, but the funny thing is Vader did it to freaking Jabba when he was in his palace too. So it's just like, man, y'all really need to worry about being choked out and shit by
Oh, yeah, I
Force
won't-
users.
I want to know what the sex was like between Luke Skywalker and Mara Jade. When it's like, oh,
She's a
choke
redhead.
me,
That was hot.
choke me,
care.
Luke.
Now,
And he
wasn't
goes a
Mara
little
Jade
too
the Sith
far.
that he fell in love with?
Say again.
Wasn't Mara Jade the Sith that he fell in love with?
Yeah, she was a Sith
Yeah.
assassin sent by Palpatine to kill him, and she pretty much ended up falling in love with him after I think their like 3rd or 4th encounter.
Yeah,
Dude,
Again,
she must
not
be-
canon now thanks to Disney.
yeah, the
Shit,
Thrawn,
dude.
Thrawn trilogy.
Mhm.
She must have
Well,
been.
why did he want a feathered iguana just to be running around?
'Cause
I mean,
he's
it's
supposed
the same as Mako wanting a fucking bearded dragon.
He's supposed to be using, yeah, right. He's
just
supposed to be
wanna
blending in
fucking-
with locals for a time, and because he's using local transportation, it's supposed to help him blend in. That's the theory.
Why does everything that doesn't
And-
make sense in this have a fucking theory attached to it? Why can't
And
it
he
just not make sense?
And Shock T's
It's a
other guy.
space movie where everyone's blasting each other in freaking space with lasers
And he was
fighting
like-
with laser swords.
Space wizards.
I know
Space
that.
wizards.
I know that also one of other Shock T's deaths was a deleted scene where she was captured by Grievous and she ends up getting killed in front
Yeah.
of Obi-Wan and Anakin.
There's actually 2 scenes that were deleted in that. There's one where she's killed in front of Obi-Wan and Anakin on Grievous's ship, and there's another one where Anakin kills her in that meditation room where Yoda usually sits.
Yeah, which is more likely the Disney canon scene where Anakin kills Shock T.
I assume that the canon one for her is somewhere in like a comic book or something, because I know that I think originally her canon one was going to be, because I don't think they show it in Episode 3. I think her original canon one was supposed to be in Force Unleashed.
Oh yeah, it was. Hello there.
There you
I
go.
find it funny that they don't hear his little boots hit the ground, but
That's true.
it takes him saying hello there for anybody walking by to notice him.
I
Hey,
love
if,
this.
we're-
Now go ahead.
if they didn't notice those footsteps, then we wouldn't have a great meme, now would we?
This is true.
Sadly.
Plot reasons.
I'm gonna fight you. No, I'm just gonna drop shit on you.
Why does it feel like he's putting down a puppy?
Fucking Scooby.
This is the dumbest part in this entire thing, where you just waste 4 fucking lightsabers.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, it's funny to know, like, canon-wise, it takes him this long to finally do the stupid little spinny thing with his lightsabers.
Dude, I love the fucking the gift they do for the like. He just has all these fucking lightsabers. Just kills himself.
Yep.
Oh, rotating wrists. That's gonna be a little bit more troublesome.
I'm a helicopter. Vroom vroom.
Vroom, vroom.
Like clogging a blender.
Like
It's like riding a bike. There we go.
I also love the one where it's like he's sitting there and he goes, "I've been trained in your Jedi arts by Count Dooku," and freaking he starts sitting there and it goes to Anakin. I'll try spinning. That's a good trick.
Oh god.
I'll try spinning. That's a good trick. Wow.
Oh god. Go get him, clones.
So
Hey, look, it's Commander Cody. Right before he fucking betrays me like a cunt he is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because I was gonna say, like, Shakti's death doesn't really matter to me. Like, the only death that really matters to me is the Force Unleashed death, which I still believe the expanded universe is canon. So,
what happened in Force Unleashed? I don't. Dude, it's been many years.
Star Killer murders her. She's on Fallujah, I think.
yeah, it's Felucia.
Okay, so that's how you pronounce it. Yeah, Fallujah or
Fallujah. Yeah, no, you guys are saying Fallujah like I'm a fucking Iraq.
Yeah, no, that was my bad. Oh god, that fucking vehicle. He's riding one of those things from South Park that you have to insert your ass.
Oh yeah.
I wonder if
the thing or something.
yeah, he is.
That they were trying to make something as marketable as a Tauntaun, and they didn't quite hit the mark.
Yeah.
One laser blast to the face, and his vehicle is dead. One laser blast to your vehicle, and you could probably keep going.
Whoa, a free lightsaber!
This is my lucky day. Thank you, God.
It literally fell out of the sky, just like a Death Note.
Like, well, that's the thing. It's like, oh, thank you, God.
Oh, this is going to become very useful. Now I get to flex my lightsaber skills with my
Why the hell
brothers.
is Cody contacting them at this point when the battle is still going on?
Yeah, when he sees Obi-Wan the next time, he doesn't give him his lightsaber. He's like, "Hey, did you see my lightsaber somewhere?" I'm like, "No, sir, we haven't seen it." All right, carry on. And then fucking Cody
No,
just
I don't have a blue lightsaber. Do you have a blue lightsaber? He doesn't have a blue lightsaber either. Get the hell out.
Well, I found this pink one.
That's mine too.
Shit, I'll rock a pink lightsaber.
It's not pink. It's lightish red.
Fuck off, donut.
I know. Why are all his screen? It's like you can't make it any more obvious. His screensaver is red.
He's Eve. Well, then again, George Lucas is not good at subtlety. You know this.
Yeah, that's true. His writing is like somebody, just taking a massive sledgehammer to like a wooden box over and over and over again.
It's like middle school romantic slam poetry.
It's a little bit better in this than that. That's episode 2 for sure. But this is a little bit better. It's like high school slam poetry now. It's not. It has some potential, but it still sucks.
And it still comes off as really pretentious.
Yeah. Also, can somebody tell me like what the things are in his room? I want to know what that vase is.
I wanted I wanted there to be like. I wish there was this deleted scene where it explains how Grievous got the Koof. That's what I want to know.
I don't know what the canon reason for that would be now, because now that the micro series is not legit.
They'll probably get around to explaining it in some stupid
He has
solo
space
novel.
tuberculosis.
Because, you know, Disney made a solo Tarkin novel, like as if anybody gave a shit to learn about Grand Moff Tarkin.
It is Peter Cushing. I can give them credit for that.
Yeah, that's that's one thing going for it, I suppose.
Even the nature of the dark side.
No.
Also to be kind of honest.
Yeah, when I spread my asshole, you see the dark side quite well.
Yes.
So yeah, I was just kind of glancing at it because I was a little bored. She's technically has four deaths that she's had through the series. Two of them actually both happen in this episode. So, like you were saying earlier, the one where Grievous stabs her in the back is one of them.
Yeah, that one in the training room one too, or the meditation room.
Meditation room, yeah. Vader comes in and kills her in the meditation room. The other one was Force Unleashed, where she's killed in the freaking planet Felucia.
Yep.
And then the last one was an assassin's attempt on her life, pretty much. That like wounded her, but it was enough for
the attempt on my life left me scarred.
Yeah, left me scarred and deformed.
You and Lord Sidious have something in common.
Yeah, because that artwork right behind, I think, behind Palpatine, I think it's supposed to be referencing Old Republic.
Yeah.
If I'm not wrong.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, like an Old Republic Easter egg. Which, if you want to say that the old expanded universe is never canon, again, you can kindly go suck a fat, girthy dick.
Yeah. The fattest one you can find, please.
One with AIDS, too.
Wouldn't hurt.
You need to make sure it dislocates your jaw. That's how you know it's big enough.
Yeah, get locked jaw.
No, I said dislocation. Like that thing's just hanging off the edge.
Oh.
I'm gonna step away just.
We're talking like you might need to find a pachyderm or something.
Right. It's in the fucking fridge.
I will discover the truth. You know what the truth is, you fucking idiot.
Well, I'll get to the bottom of this somehow.
You know what? Fuck.
That's the opening line to the porno.
Ah, bottom.
You can't handle the truth.
Oh god, they gave those people so much ammo with this movie.
They did.
Wow, 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 what the fuck?
I don't know.
The fucking sound of the fucking iguana is weird shit.
Also, here's another question. How did Obi-Wan rip something out of a robot dude's hand? Like, that's the one thing I don't get about this. Oh god, okay, you should just be able to stab him with that spare arm there.
Just fucking shove it through his chest.
Well, yeah, but that's the point. Is like he literally made it into another weapon.
Oh, you should see the original deleted death scene for Grievous. Apparently, Obi-Wan was supposed to. Yeah, Obi-Wan was supposed to literally tear out Grievous' heart. Yeah. And I think he even decapitates him too, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, you always got to be thorough. Double tap those motherfuckers. It's just Star Wars. Look at what happened with Maul.
But even then, I don't know. Some twisted part of me wishes that they kept that scene in instead of just him getting shot.
Well, I think it's kind of like they wanted the joke in there of like, oh, such a dreadful weapon, because he says he has the line of, barbaric weapons and stuff like that when he's talking about lightsabers versus blasters in episode 4.
Yeah.
I think he wanted the callback, and that's why they decided to go with this. But, like, yeah, I would say I think it would have been better off if he had, like, done something with a lightsaber instead and defeated him in a more traditional way.
Yeah. But they had to get a laugh from the audience somehow, so I guess they had to make some sacrifices.
That motherfucker ain't getting back up. See, he learned.
Yeah, they made in the Clone Wars. They made him like both Clone Wars cartoon shows. They made him seem like a badass, but here he looks like a fucking chump.
Yeah, like the first quarter of the Clone Wars, he was just a big disappointment to fucking not Dooku.
Sidious.
Yeah, Dooku.
Yeah, well, Dooku's the one that trained him originally. He was kind of disappointing to him even in the other animated series, because like Dooku is constantly like berating him on his technique, despite the fact he's murking dozens of Jedi.
He's just jealous that he doesn't have lightsaber skills like him. He doesn't have multiple appendages.
He doesn't have the fucking the whoosh 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 helicopter mode.
He sucks because of plot.
Wait, since the stupid Inquisitors in the Rebels cartoon can fly away on their lightsabers, doesn't that mean Grievous could also do that?
Or he might be too heavy.
I guess technically. Well, no, I was gonna say he might be too heavy for that, but like. At the same time, that shouldn't work the way it does. You don't just get to become Mary Poppins. You gotta have magic for that shit.
Mary Poppins, y'all.
That was like the only funny line in that movie.
Oh, the movie wasn't bad.
Well, I shouldn't say that. That was the funniest line in that movie.
Wait, which movie?
Not gonna lie, that
Guardians 2.
The scene where he fucking died
Oh.
fucked me up a little bit.
Yeah, it was kind of sad. Although Chris Pratt's reaction to that was so over the fucking top. That almost made me laugh.
Dude, everything makes you laugh.
No, oh my god, no! It's like shut the fuck up. I get you're sad that your surrogate dad is dying, but it's like, dude,
Dude, Sylvester Stallone came out of fucking nowhere in that movie.
Okay, this is actually a really good scene.
Yeah, it is.
With the music.
That's the thing is Hayden Christensen does good physical acting in this film, which
Why
is
don't you
something
look
that's
me in the
actually
eye when
very
you
hard
make
to do. Oh god.
Why do you only want to stick it in my ass now?
I had sex with Padme on all these chairs.
I've had sex with her on that chair.
There's a little.
Sex me against the wall.
There's a little bit of a
glass.
There's some.
Pressed my bosom across the floor.
And I purposely left some white stains on Mace Windu's chair.
I fucked her on this chair. And I fucked her on this chair as well. And I pressed against the glass here, and I fucked her raw.
Okay,
Yoda's chair was reserved specifically for anal.
That scene right there looked really weird because, like, if you look at it closely, it looks like it was reversed.
Yeah, kind of. I think because they try to fool you a little bit with the camera angles.
I wish he would just fuck me.
Yeah. Well, apparently he already did. She's pregnant, unless that was somebody else. Oh God!
What was that? What was that?
Cham, what was up?
I can't believe the bitch is pregnant.
It's like Anakin didn't get her pregnant. Jimmy Smits did.
Jimmy Smits! It's fucking Jimmy Smits!
Dude, do you like my fucking Lamborghini?
It's a space Lamborghini.
I still remember that one video Red Letter Media fucking did where they were talking about all the good things in Rogue One. They're like, oh yeah, lightsaber, AT-ST, Jimmy Smith.
Dude, the fucking
Basil Oregano, played by Jimmy Smits.
Dude, the fucking AT-AT scene on Rogue One in the fucking tropics was badass.
That was a good one. Yeah, the third act of that film is what saves it.
I'm one with the four. Of course, with me. I'm one with the
Kit
four.
Fisto, one of the most badass characters in the Clone Wars cartoon. He gets his ass handed to him by a slow old man.
Yep. Kit Fisto's dead as fuck.
He moans like a fucking old grandma.
Well, yeah, that's like the funny thing about this is he like lunges forward like a possessed old man.
Oh, dude, like the fucking
stunt actor.
Like he's plays in the movie Legion.
Yes, you're exactly right. Same facial expression. He actually looks like the old lady.
Yeah, I know, right? No, well, kind of, yeah. But
Granny's gonna teach you a lesson, young one.
Name the best death cry in all of Star Wars.
Oh, Wilhelm scream.
Easily Lego Yoda.
Oh god.
I love it, dude.
Palpatine is basically Yoda at this point, just evil.
You know, they should have. Oh, I just noticed you changed your fucking picture to the younglings.
Getting choked, yeah.
Oh god.
Dude, that's been there for like past hours.
I haven't looked back and looked StreamYard for a while.
I do not condone child violence. He might though.
I'll change it.
What? No,
I don't give a shit.
Keep it.
I don't give a shit at all. I'm just fucking with you.
No, you can keep it, dude. It's fine.
No, put it back.
Better.
No. Put it back
to
the younglings getting strangled.
God damn it.
Fine, I'll do the Scooby.
The way fucking
No, don't do that. Don't do that in case I get flagged for something. Don't do that. Seriously, I'd rather have choking younglings.
Make up your damn
mind. God, you changed it to Palpatine's horrifying face. Here's the other thing: is like Mace Windu of all people, like Sam Jackson could not have been okay with this.
Mace Windu sounds like he's taking a constipated shit here. He's like, "Yo, listen to him, Anakin." Ah!
Because this is George Lucas's directing. Pretend you're being electrocuted.
Don't let him fuck me.
God, because that's practical right there. Before that, it was CGI.
I didn't understand a fucking word Palpatine was saying right there. You know what he reminded me of?
I have fucking subtitles on.
You know what he reminded me of? He reminded me of this kid in the Rated R Riffs thing.
I don't have it open because I don't want it to fuck with my internet. Try to keep the program to a minimum when I'm doing this.
Reminds me of the stuttering child.
What did you got?
I need him.
Damn it.
Sounds like he's is this supposed to be his lover or something, the way he said, I need him.
Yeah, no, that was a little bit more than like I need you to save my wife. That's like I need you to live. God, you can see Mace Windu's skull. The only other person that I'm aware of that's murdered Sam Jackson on screen is a great white shark and Joe Pesci.
What have I done? This is weird. In like in season, you don't care. In season 7, where they play the audio for this scene, where I think it's one of the later episodes when Anakin kills Mace Windu. The earlier parts, it plays Hayden Christensen's voice, but
yeah, no, you've told me that. But the No is the Clone Wars actor.
No, though, what have I done was the Clone Wars actor.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they just thought the ADR came through better.
But still, it's weird that they did that.
Yeah, it is kind of strange to include that when it's very obviously not the same voice.
Don't worry, Hayden Christensen Anakin is still canon. Don't worry, kids.
Although, I could maybe see it because they kind of did the same thing with Force Awakens when they combined Ewan McGregor and that one little line from Alec Guinness because they had to drag him up out of a grave to go do it.
Yeah.
Because it's when he says Rey's name because they took it from when he was saying "Don't be afraid" to R2D2, and they just took a chunk of it.
Don't be Rey.
Don't be afraid. It's ironic that it actually comes from that word.
Yeah. And I wish they kept Palpatine's voice for this one in more scenes. I like
his face. His face looks like a wrinkled ass.
I know, it looks like a testicle.
It looks like an ass. He has a crack.
I know. I mean, what I mean is, it looks like a decrepit scrotum. That's what I meant. Yeah. And yeah, I know. It looks
his fucking forehead looks like an old dude who's trying to get a fucking 6-pack.
Oh God, what is he? God damn.
It's like I don't know why in like this one scene, Palpatine sounds completely different, compared to the rest of the movie.
They probably, because you can't see him talk for half of it, so his lines might be ADR'd over. Maybe they didn't like the audio or they didn't have it, so they had him record this bit in the sound booth, and then they just overlaid it.
Oh.
That has happened before. Like, usually they're not as obvious about it, but it has happened. Again, that was George Lucas in the editing room because somebody divorced their wife who was a better editor than they were.
What have I done? I come back to the scrotum face.
Oh god. Like, here's the thing though, is like the dark side. Like, I get the whole thing. Like, save your wife. Like, why don't you just tell that to the medical droids? Just say like, yeah, look, I had this premonition. She's gonna die in childbirth. Is there anything I can do about this? Like, from a medical perspective. Like, being a smart human being, instead of talking to the human testicle that just lightning bolted Sam Jackson out a fucking window.
Whole time you're sitting there. Yes, this is what you get for not making me master.
That face alone should be a deterrent. That's like one of those commercials that you used to see, like, this is you and this is you on crack. Those old, like, drug PSAs where they'd show, like, this is her at 21, this is her at 22, and then it's like a blurred out picture of her sucking some guy's dick, but she looks like she's like 40.
Oh, like coked out and shit, yeah.
That's this dude. He is the best deterrent for the dark side ever.
Yeah,
just show your face in public.
It's Creamy Sheev. Once more.
I think having yellow eyes like that is a sign that your liver is failing.
Yeah, he's out in the town too much. Got to cut that lifestyle back a bit.
Sith like to party. I wonder what the Star Wars equivalent is to, like, Studio 54.
Yep. Anakin, what are these people doing here? I invited them.
I love how they could just march into the Jedi Temple. There's, like, no security at all, like, fully armed an army.
Well, yeah, but they wouldn't really have any security anymore since all the clones have, like, turned against them.
Well, not just... Well, yeah, the clones technically aren't allowed into the Jedi Temple anyway via the rule set. The issue with it right now is every single person that technically could put up a fight is literally spread out around the world.
Well, then again, I mean,
I'm kind of shocked about that, though.
I mean, you could count some of the Jedi there, though, too. I guess they could be security.
Yeah, because that's the other thing, too, is, like, I don't know, like, we only see... Because here's the thing, is we only see the clones entering from one point on the temple. I'm assuming there's multiple entrances. But if they only enter from that one point with the 501st, then how does, like, the Jedis at the back of the temple not realize what the fuck's happening?
Yeah.
Dude, the fucking CGI on this is so bad.
I know.
Yeah.
Like, unfortunately, the entire prequel series is like, hey, we're going to use CGI for almost everything. It's like, you could.
Like, here's the thing, though. Like, I understand that a little bit with the stormtroopers, but maybe you could alter it with the design of the helmet. But the thing is like, the original stormtroopers in the original trilogy, like, they couldn't see anything, and it cost them a lot of time because they had scenes where stormtroopers were just tripping over themselves.
Yeah.
And shit like that. You could probably avoid it with those type of helmets. But it just seems like, okay, like, most of them are wearing helmets the whole time anyway. Why not just have actual actors there?
Dude, that would have killed them.
Well, the other thing is, when it comes to aliens, a good chunk of the aliens in the Star Wars prequels could have been done with practical effects. But they would have rather spent the time doing it in CGI.
I know, I'm just saying to the point, like, their armor would literally be plastic like the originals. Like, it doesn't cost
Master Dickhead
outfit.
The one who actually had fucking wives.
Here's the Twi'lek. She was a whore. She slept with all those stormtroopers.
Let's be real here. Anyone that's ever Rule 34 the Star Wars universe, the Twi'leks.
Look at that.
I know.
Twi'leks are the first ones to get Rule 34. Let's be real here.
That is a waste.
I know one of the clone troopers that killed Alea Sakura. He did grow like a close friendship with her, and she was.
Yeah, I think I remember that story too.
Yeah, and he actually felt remorse for killing her, which is pretty interesting.
Plo Koon.
Oh yeah, I forgot this is Plo Koon.
He sucked being a pilot.
Oh, you should have seen his original death. Like, he originally does he originally ejects out of the starship only to be blown up.
Yep.
Oh god, that's just painful.
And I
George
think
Lucas should not do comedies.
And I think Quinlan Voss is originally supposed to be in the Order
Yo, I
66.
just love how badass the Wookiees are in this.
I know. The Wookiees are fucking practical for the most part.
Before they get neutered by the Empire.
Yeah, before the Empire starts the Great Wookiee Purge.
I love the fucking the woodland camo.
Also, I was gonna say the woodland camo is actually my favorite camo out of all of the troopers.
Mm-hmm. I agree with you there. The Scout Troopers look fucking amazing in that.
Yeah. Like, hands down, that is the one armor in every single version of Star Wars.
Oh, yeah, that's Chewie. I forgot. Chewie in the Clone Wars.
Yep.
He's like 300-something years old.
Yeah.
Not the bad ones.
Oh,
Chewbacca's seen some shit. Oh, boy.
Oh, here it is. I'm changing it.
Hey, kids, you want to play some Beat Saber?
There you go.
Just everybody keep calm and we'll play Beat Saber until everything's done and over with.
For some reason, like, I feel like I've seen a video with it too, is like, as soon as he lights up the lightsaber, you just hear that song, "Let the bodies hit the floor."
Okay. I gotta screen cap this because I got the perfect shot of his underbite.
Oh, God. It's just like teeth coming out from his lower lip, and it's just like 6 inches out from his face.
Hey, you do?
I would feel bad for making fun of a child, but that kid's probably like 20
30-something.
Yeah.
No, he wouldn't be 30. No, he'd be in his 20s by now. He's way younger than us.
Wasn't he like 9?
No, he'll be around age.
He'll be probably like around my age, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was like 6 when this movie came out.
Yeah, that looks about right. He was probably like 7 or 8, maybe.
Fucking here. The killing
God.
Oh God. This is George's fantasy. This has to be George's fantasy because there's no other reason why you would murder your own child in a movie.
Killing Yinglings?
Yeah.
No!
Also, like, nobody told the clones to murder a senator.
Yeah.
Those guys are just fucked.
I love the Yinglings.
Hold on, give me a sec.
Oh God. Remember, save the younglings.
There you go.
Bunny Walker. I don't have that open. I don't want to see it.
I'm gonna change it to my fucking picture.
No.
Hang on.
Damn it!
No. As long as it's nothing that's gonna get me banned.
No, it's not gonna get you banned.
No, it's the perfect shot of the kid's underbite.
There we go.
There he goes. Here you go.
Oh God, we're getting close to the self-immolation.
I'm like, I just for a split second I saw, I'm like, that's it. I'm doing this. I see a perfect opportunity for the face.
Why does Chewbacca never mention that he knew Yoda?
I'm not sure.
What is that?
Master Skywalker, what are you supposed to do? Stand and fight.
Mike.
Yeah.
Your mic.
What?
That's not my mic.
What?
That's not mine.
I know. Mako, your mic is staticky.
Oh, okay, give me a second.
I thought you said Mike. Sorry.
Okay.
Mike, your mic is acting funny.
Mike,
yeah, no. That's I always get that mixed up. I'm also stoned off my ass.
When aren't you stoned off your ass?
When I'm at work, because I'm responsible.
You're a responsible adult.
Is it fixed?
Yeah, it's fixed.
Yes, it is. Yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No one can survive that fall.
What clone was going to do the toss-up to actually get this ship? Because there was no way they were destroying it. Like, somebody was stealing that thing. If he didn't. Also, I feel like that thing's registered to, like, the Confederacy. Why didn't the clones just blow it out of the fucking sky as soon as it went into orbit?
Because it would make sense.
There you go. See, that's the appropriate answer. Plot armor. See, that's the other thing, too, is, like, Yoda like I know Yoda and Obi-Wan are on two totally different levels in terms of power, but like Yoda was able to overwhelmingly feel every single Jedi die, and Obi-Wan's just like, what the fuck's going on?
Well,
and I don't know what that says about Yoda and what it says about Obi-Wan.
Well, I was gonna say, you gotta remember, Qui-Gon has been in touch with Yoda since the end of Episode 1, pretty much.
Yeah, I was aware of that, but at the same time, it's like, you're telling me that there wasn't even a single like tinge that Obi-Wan was going to get from that?
Yeah, they pretty much play it as if, he's, Professor X from X-Men. I can sense all the mutants everywhere, and it's like, okay.
That's a little bit of an exaggeration, isn't it, buddy?
Yeah, it wasn't me, Padme. It was Mace Windu's fault. It was that fucking Never mind.
Thank you for not doing that.
I wasn't actually going to say it. I was just... I
Oh,
purposely...
thank Christ. Well, either way, don't scare me like that.
Hey guys, look, we're 2 hours into the movie.
2 hours into the stream, I think, or we're almost 2 hours into it. I would have been pissed.
Yeah, no, we're not going to repeat what happened last time in the beginning of the stream.
Yes, are you sure, Bash?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, oh god, that fucking hand. I'm going there to end the war by starting a new war.
Like, the nice thing for the main trilogy for Star Wars is they were like, okay, cool, it's a cybernetic arm, but we're going to encase it in a shell that looks like human flesh so that he can continue using his hand. This one's like, hey, it's a robotic arm. I never really got skin grafted onto it, so it'd feel nice. It's like, way to be a dick in bed. Hey, honey, how's your night been? Oh, God, cold hands. What the fuck?
No, hey.
He puts on a leather glove. She's got a choke fetish. It all works out.
No. So while he's railing her, he's slapping her in his ass. Like, how you like my metal? You like my metal?
Do you just see like the individual servos just ingrained into her butt cheek?
Imagine if Anakin tried fisting Padme with that metal hand.
Okay. That's just murder.
Especially anally fisting her.
Okay. Either way,
pulls out his hand. Is like,
you're rupturing something. Okay, now you just want us to think of the Tannin 4. Go fuck yourself.
See, Padme, you don't have to worry about being constipated anymore.
Actually,
well, I don't know. Is this your asshole?
No, this is the Tantive 3.
It's like, Padme, you're having trouble taking a shit. Here, bend over so I can let my hand do it.
I don't need to know what she needs to do to stay regular. I don't need to know
that. He doesn't need to be kept on the up and up.
Fucking, he has like his hand transforms into a plunger, just plunges.
Well, I mean, wait. Are we talking about Anakin Skywalker or Inspector Gadget?
I'm talking about Anakin, not Inspector Gadget.
Go Gadget Plunger.
Go Gadget Anal Fister.
There you go. They have that as well. God, I don't know if I can even post this thing now.
No.
Well,
go Gadget. I'm going to jail. Go Gadget. She said she was 18.
We go.
Edward Fisterhands.
Go Gadget Subpoena.
Oh, fucking go Gadget Fisterhands. I like that one.
You know, here's the thing. Like, whenever you talk to Sidious on like one of these video calls that he likes to do, it's like whenever he says something ominous to you, the chances are you're probably gonna die.
And that is your cue to get the hell out of there.
Yeah,
go Gadget Anal Plunger.
Well, I mean, technically, I think the droids were guarding the place, so they actually couldn't leave.
Go Gadget Bad Dragon.
Okay, no more. But there's probably already a porno that exists of that, and I don't feel like searching for it right now.
Oh, like
Edward the interface was awful.
Fucking Edward Penis Hands, that one was just bad.
Are one of those guys related to the Lobot character from Empire Strikes Back in Cloud City?
It's possible.
Okay, so what we got is we got the guy from Fire Punch. We got freaking Johnny from fucking who has all the fucking Caterpies.
Wait, what the fuck are we talking about?
I'm talking about our fucking icons.
Oh, God. Okay, I haven't even been paying attention to what you people have been doing. I've been watching the movie.
I forgot he brought R2 along with this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this has got to be some hardcore shit for that droid to see. I mean, I'm aware at the beginning of the series, you saw all his friends die a horrible, painful death. But at the same time, it's like, this is now just reliving past events.
Oh, that's right. He's told R2 to stay there. So he wasn't exactly traumatized by what he saw.
I like to think that R2 rolled down by the lava river.
But then again,
No, go ahead.
Didn't they both get their memories wiped at the end of the movie?
No, only C-3PO.
Oh, no, only C-3PO did.
Oh.
Because he's the only one that could talk.
Oh, well, thank God R2 didn't say shit in episode 4. He's like, hey, you know that asshole in the Death Star? He's your father, Luke.
He's just fucking with people at this point. Like, that's just R2-D2's thing. Like, he doesn't care anymore that he's alive. He just likes to fuck with the living.
Is that supposed to be the 501st? Because that's their iconic blue armor.
Yeah,
that's
the 501st.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they were the ones that entered the Jedi Temple and killed everybody.
I still remember in the PS2 version, in the Wii version for Force Unleashed, they had like in where you invade the opening level where you play as Darth Vader with the stormtroopers.
Yeah, you murder all the Wookiees.
Yeah, in the PS2 and Wii version, it was the 501st clone troopers that were there instead of the stormtroopers, which I actually kind of like better because I don't know. I just like the feeling that it gives off that it takes place like literally not too long after Revenge of the Sith.
Now, here's the question though: is has anybody else here played Episode 3, the game?
I have.
Yeah,
I have it on Xbox.
I love that fucking game.
Oh yeah, the multiplayer was really fun.
The fucking Star Wars and Lord of the Rings game were fucking awesome on the Xbox and PS2.
I remember the Lord of the Rings ones too. That dungeon crawler one they had.
Yeah, that shit was badass.
Yeah. Oh God, this is just him murdering everything. This is so funny. This is what we should have seen on Tatooine in episode 2.
Dude, I love how the fucking George is like, fuck, what did I do, man?
No, I wish that they could have just had a scene where since Obi-Wan already knows about Anakin and Padme's relationship, I mean, at least because I don't know, especially in the Clone Wars cartoon series, they kind of hint that he's always known.
Yeah,
they should have had Anakin and Obi-Wan should have like some sort of exchange. Told Obi-Wan that Padme was pregnant, and he was like, hey, one day can you give my lightsaber to my son one of these days or something like that? See,
here's the thing though, is that that would require actual character interaction. That's not something that George Lucas does, other than character interaction involving chopping off limbs.
Well, yeah, and then they could have used like Dooku's lightsaber throughout the battle or something. I guess.
Yeah, I could have seen that, but like, the thing is like, I like the two. I think because the problem with having a red lightsaber, if you're going to do the Mustafar battle, is it blends in a lot with the background.
Oh yeah.
So I understand having two blue lightsabers for that. It would make sense where Sidious wouldn't have given him his lightsaber already. But yeah, I could definitely see where it would work a little bit better with the contrast. Also, the other thing that's kind of funny is when you think about it. I know, but when you think about it, like Anakin murdered younglings with that lightsaber, and think about what they said happened when Rey touched it in Episode 7. It's like you get immediate PTSD because you just relived killing children.
Oh yeah, she just has like random memories of shit that she never experienced.
Well, no, but they only show like the plot import and stuff. They show like Kylo Ren murdering some people. They show Bespin. They show the battle between Vader and Luke and a few other things. But they never go to the prequel era where Anakin's using the thing to kill children and other Jedi.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and fighting Obi-Wan with it. Oh yeah, those weren't
the moment she touches it, Master Skywalker. There are too many of them. Oh God.
I am picking that shit up.
Okay, we're putting that away.
Master Skywalker, look at my underbites.
Look at my endovites.
I can fix that.
I killed you.
I can fix that. Just hold. It was just a tragic accident. He just goes, I can fix that. Just hold still. Oh God, there goes your
Oh God.
All he was trying to do is just play some Beat Saber with the younglings, and it went wrong.
Oh shit! I grabbed the wrong lightsaber.
It was set to practice mode.
Fuck!
It was practice mode. It's defective. Sue the company.
Shit, how am I gonna explain this? Oh wait, I can just blame this whole on Mace Windu. Never
Well,
mind.
no, see, that's how that whole thing spiraled out of control, is he went in there, he did that, and then all the other younglings saw it, and so to make sure they wouldn't talk, he had to murder them too. But then another Jedi walked in, and it was just a constant domino effect until he killed everybody in the building. Oh, you know where to look, bitch. Come on. You know where to look. Just go to the molten asshole of the universe.
Yeah, use your feelings, Obi-Wan. I thought the Jedi restricted anybody from using their feelings.
Yeah, but apparently you can use your feelings to tell the future, see the past, sense things in other people, which seems like a very serious violation of personal privacy, and manipulate others for quote-unquote the greater good. So, I mean, you can use it for pretty much everything but what you're supposed to be using it for.
Yeah.
Like, I have feelings. I'm going to use them to manipulate you because I am a Jedi. Bitch, show her. Obi-Wan, show her the fucking video, goddammit. You have proof. Also, here's the other thing. Like, why wouldn't you leak that? There has to be some kind of a media organization in this universe. Why the fuck wouldn't you leak that somewhere? Could you imagine what Star Wars internet looks like?
Oh God. Propaganda everywhere, probably. The thing for Obi-Wan is he probably has some glimmer of hope that he can still turn it back to the side of the light.
And there's like a Star Wars Twitter.
Like, why wouldn't you keep the recording?
And there was like a Star Wars Twitter, and it leaks onto that Anakin killing younglings on the Twitter.
Yeah,
this is outrageous.
It just leaks onto Star Wars Reddit as like a sub-thread, and everybody thinks it's an urban legend.
He got away with it. Jedi privilege.
Yeah, Jedi privilege.
Ouch. Well, evidently Obi-Wan didn't have too much privilege because it took him a while to get that wart removed on his forehead.
Anakin is racist because he never liked Mace Windu.
No, Anakin's racist because he cut off Mace Windu's hand for trying to smack down the guy he thought was his master. That's what Mace Windu did.
You just reminded me of today's stupid story.
Oh, what? Hashtag praise communism?
No.
Oh boy, I'm not getting involved with that one.
So, you know Teen Titans, right? The DC animated show that used to be freaking on years ago?
I remember from the early 2000s, yeah. I have somewhat fond memories of it.
Do you remember how that version of Starfire looked, right?
Yeah, vaguely.
There was a... wow, my brain.
Are you talking about the Titan show, the live action one?
The one where the chick freaking was cosplaying and as the Teen Titans Starfire, and everyone on Twitter is calling her racist now because she's not modeled after.
Okay, I don't pay attention to any of that.
It's
on Twitter,
freaking retarded. It is Twitter being. It is
colored herself orange.
Yes,
never read comics.
She's a white chick that colors herself orange for the cosplay, and like Twitter is
skin.
Yeah, Twitter is being Twitter again, and it's just like okay, y'all need to.
Not on it.
Yeah, I don't either, and it's just like I only know about it thanks to a dude I know on YouTube, and it's just like, this is.
Yeah, I basically know about it because of all these people I know on Discord.
Like,
most of them are in the call.
It's cultural appropriation.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if you can appropriate from a fake culture.
That would be like a midget dressing or cosplaying as Yoda, and then someone calling him racist. It's like, dude, you're just retarded. Please, just get off the internet. Put the phone down. Get off your PC. Go outside and enjoy nature. I know you're probably locked down and hate your life, but just please go do something.
That bitch is appropriating Tamarinian culture.
It's just like whatever.
Why do they always have to bring back these Naboo fighter shapes in every one of these movies?
It's
always a ship made out of fucking platinum.
Because platinum looks cool.
Well, it's like they had a
always had shit fucking eyes.
It's not that it looks cool, it's that you had the fucking liquid metal effect from Terminator 2 and you wanted to do something with it.
Yeah. Well, it's like I still find it funny. There's a comic that where after he gets put in the armor, Vader pretty much gets that ship from Palpatine as kind of a dick slap in the face. And so he's like, all right, cool. So he brings it to Mustafar and he completely wrecks the ship's design by just going into orbit without a shield. And it's like, all right.
I hate the way Disney makes the titles for the Star Wars movies now, where they have the title for the subtitle for the movie in the middle between Star and Wars.
Yeah, I mean, like, I understand the reason for some of the titling because they wanted to try and mirror the original trilogy where it wasn't numbered in episodes. It was just the Star Wars and the actual title of the film. Or
yeah, but I liked them when they were numbered.
God, I completely forgot that we have pretty much 20 minutes of nothing but freaking conflict for the end of this.
Yeah, basically, yeah. It's just Yoda and the Emperor and Obi-Wan and Anakin beating the shit out of each other.
20 solid minutes. It's like, Jesus, all right then.
Yep, and then we get to watch somebody die in childbirth. This movie's a downer.
Because, like, recently they redid the Blu-ray releases for all the Star Wars movies, and when you look at A New Hope's title, considering it's the shortest subtitle of all the movies, it looks fucking weird when they put A New Hope in between Star and Wars.
Yeah, a little bit.
A New Hope Wars. Star Return of the Jedi Wars.
You were killing younglings.
Why don't you just say children, for fuck's sake?
Star The Phantom Menace Wars. Star Attack of the Clones Wars. Star The Last Jedi Wars. Okay, I'll shut up now.
See, Padme, this is where you should have honored the restraining order. You shouldn't have gone back to him. The Galactic Courts would have taken care of this. Is it creepy that he just compared it to his mom?
Yeah.
Yeah, like the reason why he fell in love with her is because of his mom.
She had the same personality as his mom, pretty much.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's
very
supposed to be a psychological thing anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, as long as you're not dating a chick that looks like your mom, then we're good.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's a weird one.
She kind of looks like
her. Is that why Anakin has a mommy fetish?
Yes.
Is that why Luke and Leia think it's okay to make out?
Oh,
yes.
So
hey, sister!
So what is Padme the dom in the relationship? He's like, please, mommy, what's the safe word, bitch?
Well, no, you apply that logic all the way back to, like, when, in episode 6 when he says, I've always known that she's my sister. Like, could you, like, annex that 30 seconds where you made out with her and then you flaunted it in front of Han Solo?
What are the safe words, you bitch? I don't like sand!
Yeah, there you go. That's actually a perfect one.
Come on, little orphan Annie.
Oh god, that has been such a wasn't that a Robot Chicken?
If you're with me, then you're against me.
Yep.
You've been a very naughty boy, little orphan Annie. Bend over.
God. Dude, I love the fucking the Seth Green rehearsement, the reenactment.
Brought him here to kill me.
It was fucking fuck. What's Chris Griffin as Anakin?
No, he's Luke.
No, he was Anakin. Well, the other guy who was I think Pinky from Pinky and the Brain was playing as Obi-Wan.
Oh, you're talking about someone else, never mind.
Yeah.
James Arnold Taylor.
Here's the other thing, like,
yourself.
Obi-Wan had a chance to stop this. He had a chance to not bring her along and just go murder him and say, like, something happened and they argued and he pushed him off a balcony and he landed in fire.
The thing that I kind of really wish that I would get an edit of for this is Photoshop Ewan out of this and have them insert Jar Jar Binks when it's like, when he looks up and notices the Obi-Wan's in the thing, it's like, hi, Sir Annie!
Oh, God.
What's you, Annie?
No, I want fucking Kermit as Obi-Wan.
Didn't they do a joke where Kermit was the Emperor at one point?
Ani,
Yes.
what you are doing is completely wrong.
You're saying big tickle.
Please come back to the light side, Annie.
Democracy is dead, motherfucker. This just became a dictatorship.
Yeah, it became an empire.
With me, then you're my enemy.
Then you were my enemy.
I love that line too. Like only Sith deal in absolutes.
Yeah, because that's an
Yoda say that line in episode 5. Fuck you.
You will try. I just imagine if they tried remaking the scene in the Clone Wars animation, but with both of the Clone Wars actors. Imagine the Anakin's Clone Wars actor giving a much better performance of those lines.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh hell yeah.
If it was just straight up a beat for beat redo, but with different voice actors and in the animation, it would look a lot more crisp. And it would sound a lot
voiced
better.
Obi-Wan in the Clone Wars series?
James Earl Taylor.
I was gonna say yeah.
He's the guy that played Titus from
Final Fantasy
X. And it's funny that we mentioned James Arnold Taylor in Final Fantasy X, considering the opera scene looked like they were watching.
Yeah, no, it's odd that things tend to be cyclical in this. They always come back. God,
Yeah,
his neck
fucking
actually
face!
does look like a scrotum.
Yeah, the Blitzball just comes
Dude, like,
knocking
it's the
Anakin
face.
in the face.
His fucking eyes look like someone took a piss in it.
It's just,
No, like
it's
I
the
said before,
scrotum.
that's what happens when you have a failing liver.
It's the scrotum face mixed with the freaking failing liver.
And you remember how originally in A New Hope it was supposed to cut between Leia and Luke on Tatooine and on the Tantive 4?
Yeah, I remember the original opening was supposed to
This
cut
is
between
exactly like this, but because like it's constantly switching back to Anakin and Obi-Wan, and then it's switching to Yoda and Sidious, and then it switches back to Anakin and Obi-Wan, which is really jarring.
Well,
Like
I think the point of it is supposed to be the two battles mirroring one another, but the opposite result happening.
I mean, yeah, but at the same time, it just flows really weird.
Yeah, I think it's because of the difference of the settings, and Yoda and Palpatine's battle is very much force-based. There's not, I mean, there is lightsaber combat.
It's very toned down.
Yeah,
compared to the action-packed fucking saber battle.
Who's
To
more.
be fair, it's two old guys trying to fight each other. So
yeah. Well, and the other thing is Yoda's style is the Force being incorporated into his fighting stance. Yeah. Whereas everyone else is, I have my combat for my saber, and then I have the Force that I can use on top of it.
I still find it adorable that Yoda has his own lightsaber his size.
Tiny little size.
Here's the one thing I don't get about this entire thing, though, is like I get the idea of Yoda fighting the Emperor because Yoda is more powerful than Obi-Wan, but like, why wouldn't you just go tag team Emperor Palpatine and then go deal with Anakin?
I mean, it could very well be like the. Oh god.
Ian McDermott is having too much fun with this.
This fucking scene always makes me laugh.
All you have to do is flick your wrist and his head is cut off.
Pretty much.
Drop kick you. Drop kick you again. Up. Didn't work the second time.
What the fuck kind of kick was that?
That was a kick he set up for. He wanted to get kicked. This is the most exciting Senate meeting ever.
Yeah, fucking just Yoda's like hop, 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 hop.
Imagine if there was just like a crowd there, people just started cheering and fucking around.
Oh, the scene where Anakin and Obi-Wan just fucking twist their spin their lightsabers around. Oh my god, that is fucking gold. Right here. It's like, hey,
oh god.
It's like, hey, Anakin, let's flex our lightsaber.
I need to high five you, damn it!
Let's flex our lightsaber skills real quick.
You're polar opposites. I'm a plus. You're a plus.
I got you, fam.
Why is it always the one control panel that that is responsible for this entire facility surviving?
Yeah, the entire shield set. It's like, hey, is there kind of a flaw here where it's just one thing needs to be fucked with?
A backup system.
Yeah, exactly.
Kind of like the fucking little tiny hole on a fucking Death Star.
Yeah,
exactly. Well, at least they kind of explain that away.
Like, I love how they took the criticism from that and were like, hey, by the way, let's explain that was intentional sabotage that happened. And it's like, okay, then.
I mean, at least it was a logical thing that made sense, unlike anything else that Disney did.
Yeah, like, sadly, Rogue One is the only thing out of all 5 of the movies that Disney's produced that remotely makes any sense.
Yeah. And that fucking scene with Darth Vader at the end, fuck.
That makes that movie. That makes that
Yeah,
movie.
that's literally, without that, it would kind of just be okay, it's a Star Wars movie, but there's really not a whole lot to it.
Yeah, exactly. It would be pedestrian. I want that scene, but stretch that shit out into 2 hours and give me a movie of that.
Dude, give us just a movie. Give us just a movie of Darth Vader straight up mass murdering people throughout the system.
Mm-hmm.
So pretty much the beginning of The Force Awakens.
Yes. Like, just straight up mass murder just happening everywhere.
Yeah, except it's just Vader murking people. There's no stormtroopers, there's nobody there. It's just Vader and whoever he wants to kill.
Dude, I still find it funny that the God, I can't remember the channel's name. The dude that did the fan Star Wars shit that got like universally praised, and then Disney was like, "Hey, we're gonna strike that down."
Oh, Star Wars Theory. He did the Vader film.
He did the Vader short, and it was just like, "Oh, that's really cool." And then Disney's like, "Yeah, no, by the way, we're copyright striking this."
Yeah, of course they would.
Oh, someone actually made a compilation video where it compiles all this pointless spinning, lightsaber spinning in the entire prequel trilogy.
Wait a minute. Is the song that goes to the video "Spin Me Right Round"? Because if it's not, that's a travesty.
No.
I need to do that.
I mean, the original fucking Star Wars, the original trilogy, the lightsaber duels were more accustomed to kendo.
Yeah, well, that was the general idea, because it was the same thing in... They incorporated different things over time, like in Episode 5, Vader actually shows the one-handed style, where it's kind of like fencing.
Yeah.
They do some other stuff, they incorporate the Force stuff, and then... But the difference is like, kendo, the style that they used, which I think is Shien, is Luke and Vader both use that as their main style, and that's based primarily on heavy striking like kendo.
Yeah.
They never explain who that fucking dude is with the blue head. He's just there the whole time.
He's just part of the freaking council, if I remember correctly.
Is he the guy that actually wipes Sidious's ass?
Potentially?
Because you know that he has somebody that wipes his ass. He's that evil.
What, does he have Vader wiping ass for him?
As dark as the Force.
No. He has somebody wipe Vader's ass for him, because chances are that fucking mech suit has like a toilet in it or something. Assuming any holes did not get sealed up during the flaming process. Oh, motherfucker, he's dead. All you need is a little bit of lava.
A little bit of Monica.
Like, I personally don't... Fuck off, I hate that song.
Why do you think I was singing it?
You have to learn to embrace it, because as soon as you show that it bothers you, he's going to keep doing it.
I know.
It's like when you call me a boomer. I know for a fact it's not true, but I play into it because it's funny.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, the young, old fucking boomer? Yeah.
Yep. Oxymoron right there. Like a 90-year-old body squeezed into a 29-year-old.
Anyways, like, I know people have a problem with how long this fight scene goes on, but I don't really mind it, but it's just, they could have cut out the stupid Tarzan swing.
Yeah, that was kind of a stupid one. It was like a setup for one little
Dude,
swing.
this song right here is so badass.
I know. I'd say it's better than Duel of the Fates.
Yeah, like,
it's up there.
It's up there, but Dual Face is... I don't know, dude. It's just playing fucking Battlefront 2, and just this song pops up. Oh, fuck, dude.
Actually, here's my other question. After all this happens, how the fuck does Obi-Wan get back to the ship?
I don't know. He just does powerful Jedi jumps. I don't know.
He probably just climbs the rest of the mountain because it's not like they've left the island part of it. There's just a lava river.
Yeah, but I mean, they fall off a mountain and they're on a molten planet. I assume they can't just walk around in most places.
Or he just teleports like a Dragon Ball Z character.
Yeah, I can see that. Magical force powers. Don't ask, space magic.
Poor droid.
Bitch, my hands are on fire.
I'm just trying to do my fucking job here. You want me to get fired?
Is it sad that in like most Star Wars games where you're able to, I just love shooting protocol droids?
And is it just me, or does Anakin look like a character on a player select screen in a fighting game?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, the background is fake, so it kind of makes sense. No, this is the start of a fighting game where they have the little back and forth dialogue before they start trying to murder each other.
Oh, like Injustice?
Yeah, like Injustice or Mortal Kombat.
Shots up, Palpatine is evil.
Mortal Kombat.
Jedi are evil. Imagine
I mean, to be fair, he's not necessarily wrong.
Well, yeah, but it's more in the intent. They're not intentionally trying to be evil. Like, he's intentionally trying to do horrible things to people. Although I guess you could consider kind of the kidnapping intentional.
I mean, again, there's issues with both sides of their quote-unquote philosophy, but...
Uh-oh. Here we go. Here it is. The scene everyone's been waiting for.
Silver Anakin, I have the high ground.
Art of War.
Look how Obi-Wan scratches his ass right there. Nobody caught that?
What happened?
Obi-Wan scratched his ass a little bit right there in that one camera shot.
I hate you!
And it's just me. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
When Anakin says, "You underestimate my power," he looks like he's giving those puppy dog eyes.
Yeah, kind of, but that might be a side effect of the contacts. The other thing is, like, Obi-Wan could have mitigated this a little bit. Like, Anakin's already defeated, and you just allowed him to get lit on fire.
Rather than just killing him outright.
Well, yeah, either killing him or, like, actually doing something with the Jedi Code and taking him with you. Like, he's not going to be able to do much.
That is the one thing.
The other hand.
That is the one thing I like is it's not canon, but there's a story where he pretty much, when he bests him and he kills him, he pretty much takes him with him and then like puts him in Bacta, heals him, and then he starts like a therapy type recovery for him.
And I would have laughed when Obi-Wan said, "I loved you," and I can get away with saying this.
Well, no. You could get away with saying this on your channel. Remember that.
I know. And then fucking Anakin is like, "You faggot!"
Oh god. And there we go.
I kind of pushed out in saying it because like we're live right now. So
yeah, we are.
Like the funny part to me is
yeah, they're gonna catch that.
Technically, he does have enough time to get back to the ship because you don't know how much time has technically passed, and Palpatine still has to recover from his duel, get in the ship, get everything together, and then come freaking get Anakin. So,
yeah, and also if you're doing the quick cuts between them, you would assume that they're fighting at the same time.
Right.
You are my brother. I loved you. Yeah, yay!
You don't remember that whole time on Tatooine? Like
let me brush your face with the back of my hand.
It's like Brokeback Mountain, but with Jedi.
Yeah, Star Wars themed Brokeback Mountain movie.
I swear to God, if Obi-Wan breaks out a cowboy hat.
Yeehaw, cowboy!
Hello there, cowboy.
Hello there.
It's okay, Natalie Portman. I won't start sleeping with my co-stars until later. I love this too. Like he just somehow knows like a random ass place he could go where they could just deliver a baby. Jesus fucking Christ! He had to leave his like smoldering corpse on the planet. Like I can understand why he's pissed at you after this.
Yeah, no, like he continuously wants to murder you. You let him freaking burn to the point where it's agony 24/7.
Like, at least the limbs were his fault. Like he warned you beforehand.
Yeah, but just like leaving him there to burn is like and it doesn't help that the entire time he's Vader, Palpatine's like, hey, I'm gonna make this as like terrible for you to be in this suit as possible, so you're intentionally in agony and anger all the time.
Oh, that motherfucker, that K-pop stan still has yet to respond. He fucking gave up.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah.
There we go. There go all the red stormtroopers there.
Lord Vader,
are you okay?
Ellie, I honestly,
I just think.
Wake the fuck up, samurai! We have a taste burn.
No. I just think. Look at how they massacred my boy.
It's like Vito Corleone.
Look how they massacred my boy.
Oh, Jesus Christ, right.
You know, I have never seen The Godfather.
You want me to try doing that in the Marlon Brando voice?
Look how they massacred my boy.
I don't know how. I don't know. Was it alright?
I watched it.
Yeah, it's hard to get Marlon Brando right. You got to get the mannerisms down and the tone and the I don't give a fuck attitude.
For some reason, I see him there crouched over, and that's just immediately what popped into my head is, look at how they massacred my boy.
I don't blame you. That's fucking hilarious.
Woman in
Don't worry,
labor.
I'll take one of these
Woman
babies.
in labor.
Yeah, right. I'll take one of them, raise it to be a princess. You take the other one, raise him on a moisture farm.
Yeah, just make him a farm boy.
That makes no sense. Like, why wouldn't you just put them both on Tatooine?
It's like, oh, we'll do it so Vader doesn't know where to find him. It's like, they're not Force users yet. You haven't trained them to be Force users. They're not going to exert the Force.
Well, I mean, I can understand that maybe he has some kind of a connection to them because they're family, so I kind of get that a little bit. That's why.
Family.
Huh?
Bail Organa's not family, though. I mean, it would
No,
make
but Leia and Luke are.
Yeah, but it would make sense if they were both put with Owen and Beru.
Or maybe you could give them both to the wicked rich guy so they have a comfy life.
Yeah, so they have a comfy, privileged life.
It's like a social experiment. You sent the girl off with like all the preppy, high-class people, and you sent the boy to go work on a moisture farm on a desert planet. What happens to them later in life?
Yeah, well, the funny part to me is Vader doesn't even know that he's had twins. He just knows that he was expecting a child, and he's told that Padme died. So he's like, he has no reason to believe that he has a kid at all. And then
Right,
turn around like.
I get that, but isn't there supposed to be some kind of like an unspoken connection with the Force and family members and stuff, even if you don't know that they're your family member? Like, it's supposed to be like an intuition thing.
I always thought it was just, hey, you could sense if someone was a powerful Force user or a fledgling of the Force, but I don't think it was ever like family tie related.
Remember the description of the armor in Force Awakens for the bad ending?
The way that the robot sets baby Luke in Obi-Wan's hands, it looks so weird.
Oh,
Again,
are you talking about
CG.
when Starkiller gets the Sith armor and goes to Han and turns Luke? Yeah, that's a good post game DLC.
Well, it's
Unfortunately,
the armor's like embedded into his bones and shit.
Yeah, it's the same as Vader's suit. It's all grafted onto his skin, so it's as painful as possible.
You have evolved into your final form.
Like, unfortunately, that's the whole point behind Sidious and his armor. Is every time he gives armor to anybody, it's literally to do the opposite of stabilizing and keep you alive. It is supposed to be as painful as possible, as outdated as possible, so that you're continuously either in pain or you're continuously pissed off as can be.
His head looks so tiny compared to the rest of his armor.
The armor and everything, yeah.
I mean, it was the same for the original movie.
I mean, yeah, I guess they're trying to model
it. It is, but Hayden as an actor is smaller than pretty much what the armor should fit. That's why it looks so weird.
Yeah,
I think they also do the perspective trick.
Because Sebastian Shaw looked decent in the suit. His head didn't look too small.
Wasn't he like 5'11" or something like that?
No, I mean,
Could have sworn he was taller than freaking.
I mean David Prowse. Sebastian Shaw played Vader in that one scene where Luke unmasks him.
Yeah, but the armor was modeled off of his height, wasn't it?
No, it was modeled off of
it was David Prowse.
But I'm pretty sure they made another Vader outfit just for
Sebastian
Shaw.
They did. But that's also why they only show Vader from the waist up in that scene.
Yeah. He was probably wearing no pants below.
No, he had the baby legs like in Deadpool.
David Prowse was so pissed about that. He wanted to be the guy behind the mask when Luke took it off.
I know, but they didn't want to hear Vader talking in a fucking funny Irish accent.
A thick I thought it was a thick Scottish accent.
No, it might be Scottish, yeah.
I love this moment. It's like Sidious is kind of like, oh shit, I gotta tell him his wife's dead.
Well, the funny thing is, he's still an extremely powerful Sith at this point, so he doesn't know if he's gonna tell him and he's just gonna like break out and just mass murder him.
Yeah, well, and he is Sidious. He can just wipe out Jedi Knights, so I have no doubt he could probably just murk Vader right now if he had to.
I mean, we've seen the extent of what he did in the original trilogy, which was, hey, I'm just going to shock you to the point where I'm almost dead.
Well, when you short circuit his life support system.
This scene would have been so much better if he just screamed.
Yeah, he just goes, instead of no. It's like, I want to see James Earl Jones in the fucking sound studio doing that, because that's hilarious.
Sounds like James Earl Jones was drunk that day, the day they recorded that line.
You know what?
James Earl Jones gets a fucking phone call. Hey, we want you to do Vader again.
That man was in The Exorcist 2.
Yeah, he played that one scene where he roared like a jaguar into the camera, being surrounded by locusts.
Yes, and then he played a scientist later on in the same movie.
That's his fortune. You should never go there.
Mm-hmm. Take the boy to Tatooine to his family. Here's a question: Why does this is the other thing that I don't quite understand about this is like Yoda goes to Dagobah, and I understand the idea like okay, it's strong in the Force or whatever, but like Obi-Wan is like I'm gonna go watch over this kid on Tatooine. It's like Tatooine is not strong with the Force as far as I'm aware of. It just has a giant asshole in the desert that eats things.
Well, yeah, but
it's because it's Outer Rim.
Well, it brings back so many memories when I met Anakin and we had plenty of adventures with Qui-Gon.
So there's two reasons. There's technically two reasons behind it. The first one is because Tatooine's an Outer Rim planet, so it's not visited very often. When it is, it's usually by standard troops. Well, the other reason is because both Anakin and Darth Vader don't like Tatooine because it brings back memories of him as Anakin, both his family as well as other things. So he never visits.
I mean, I could see that to an extent. It's just kind of one of those things like they don't know that at this point, though.
I think in the old expanded universe, Vader actually visits Naboo and pays a visit to Padme's grave.
Yeah, he does.
I think.
And doesn't he go to Tatooine and pay a visit to his mom's grave at one point?
No, he doesn't visit his mom's grave. He goes to there to do an errand. No, he does an errand for Sidious. And while he's there, he kills Wagga.
Jar Jar and Boss Nass. The only scene.
Oh, God.
Wada. My bad.
What is it with them picking 14-year-olds to run their fucking planet?
Hey, they like him young.
Just why?
Yeah, the Senate's probably just filled with a bunch of groomers.
Apparently. Oh, and look, there's the callback to episode 1 when he gave her that little trinket. Isn't that so cute? He just choked her out 10 minutes ago. Well, I love how they like to let us forget about that.
She's supposed to be an angel, though.
How did they do?
Are you an angel?
No.
And not only that, I think Shmi's like buried outside of
You're right. I forgot about that. She is.
Yeah, Luke, your dead grandmother's buried right there.
I love how they just apparently removed those headstones.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we needed to dig him up and relocate him.
Well, did you have to relocate the body? No.
No, we just relocated the headstones.
So you're telling me she's not buried here?
Oh, tell me where she's buried here. She's right under the bantha pen.
Don't tell me where she's buried. I actually forgot where she's buried. Sorry, Luke.
Hi, honey.
And then Luke
I can't bear children.
Like a whole
Here's
day,
a daughter.
And then Luke just spends the whole day digging a bunch of holes outside their
I
house.
this bitch
and looking for his dead grandmother.
There's little Luke, and there's a sand camel.
Luke, stop digging so many damn holes. No, not until I find my dead grandmother.
I twisted my ankle again, goddammit.
How rude.
Luke, your Uncle Owen wants your help with the
baby.
No. I'm trying to think of something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And here's Joel Edgerton.
All right, no. Hey, Luke, your Uncle Owen needs help with the land speedo over here. Tell that asshole he can fix it himself.
Here's the other question I have is like, how did this conversation go at some point when Obi-Wan just drops off a baby? It's
Hi, this is your nephew. Take care of him.
Technically, he's your half nephew.
So
step nephew.
Are they still doing the Kenobi series?
No.
Yeah, it's still on.
Is it? I thought it got completely canceled.
No, well, I think it was rumored, but I don't think they officially made an announcement that it was canceled. Huh. It was rumored that it was going to be canceled.
Oh, okay.
Because we need that Kenobi series.
Yes and no.
It's not whether we need it; it's whether we kind of want it.
No, I need it.
I need it.
Okay, you do need it as a health reason.
I don't need it.
No,
I need it.
Remember, the first step is admitting you have a problem. Well, that was Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. Also known as Burn Ward number 5.
Oh, Cham, you do know that apparently Paul Walker was in the running to play Anakin. Which is funny.
Yeah, but didn't he,
that's what that is.
Yeah, considering how the way he died and how Anakin ends up at the end of the movie.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were going to say he's going to wreck his speeder on a tree.
No. God damn it. And also, too, for that Fantastic Four movie from 2005, he was originally up to play Human Torch.
Yeah, I would be curious if he turned that down for Tammy and the T-Rex. So... That's Star Wars Episode 3. Does anybody have any parting words before we go off the air?
Fuck you all,
No.
You're making me watch Solo tomorrow night. You go fuck yourself.
Oh, no, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking about the people who are watching or future watching.
Okay, yeah, the two people that are chilling.
Oh, someone in the chat was like, I don't know what gutter your mind has been hanging around, Vash, but I want to pay it a visit. Was that when we were talking about Anakin fisting Padme?
Yes, that was the fist.
That was a little over an hour ago, so yeah.
Fuck, really? Was that an hour ago?
Yeah, it was an hour ago.
It says, I was gonna say, it says 10:22 p.m. on mine, and it's 11:32 right now, so.
Yep.
I think that was we were doing that when they were doing lightsaber duels on.
No, it was a little bit before that.
But yeah,
which was about 45 minutes ago when the battle started on that, I think.
Yeah, dear God. That is a long fight.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're going to go off the air right now, so everybody say your goodbyes.
Fuck you.
I hate you!
You're my brother, Anakin. I loved you.